Now, mate, just because you lost.
You know what You know what he's lost? Yes, You know what he's lost? You want to sign? You want to sign it?
No, it's fine.
Man United takeover is imminent. We're hearing the Qatari bid is the one that's taken over. It's the one that's going to be accepted, and it's the one that is going to go through. Hallelujah, man. We can't wait.
We are back for another episode of Big Six Bants. It is the what show is this called again? It's the Liverpool Therapy Show. You know what I'm saying? Episode, I don't even know what episode this is, and all them things there. We're here to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the contracts and the FSG. I hope you guys are doing well on this Monday/Tuesday. Listen, I don't know what time zone you lot are in. Let me, in fact, you know what? Let me know in the chat what time zone you guys are in. You know, I'm in the same time zone most of the time, but Kojo, he don't even know what time zone he in half the time. You know what I'm saying? That's just how life get. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Carol is now, you know, an A-lister as well. So I'm having to work twice as hard to get these guys.
Don't do that.
That's why the shows start later.
I'm not an A-lister, bro.
The shows start later because, you know, I'm having trouble getting. Kojo's like, yo, I'm in LA. I just touched down. You gotta, let me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in the hotel in about 30 minutes. Can you do that for me, bro? And then I'm hearing him.
You know I'm British.
Master Kojo. Rolls Royce is Master Kojo. The Rolls Royce is around the corner. Do you mind just getting ready? You know, the Rolls Royce is there. Thank you. And he's like, yeah, that's cool. Thank you. And then I'm hit.
You know what's crazy about this? Monty is speaking about us like this, yeah. Weren't he the one with Cantona in them, man?
Premier League.
Yeah.
Bro, when I saw Monty here, there was a line of girl waiting for his own.
That's fine. Look, see, I can do this. We can do this all day long. They'll be on mute forever. They'll be on mute forever, guys. That's fine. They can do this. Listen, Cal is now getting asked for pictures by Premier League footballers. Premier League footballers are asking Cal for pictures. Do you know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't even know what's going on. So you know when you guys get this show, just know I'm having to go far and wide to make it happen because I've got A-listers. Do you know what I'm saying? This is like most streamed. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what man say? Oh, most streamed artists, this and that. That's them, man. Yeah, that's them, man. So guys, don't be angry at Carl because he's late. He's got Premier League ballers asking him da. You know what I'm saying? Da. You know what I'm saying? And Kojo's just on tour. So 24/7. You know what I'm saying? So you lot smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Kopish, Famzone TV. I'd say follow Kojo, but you don't already know my man. So again, it's one of them ones, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, sorry. Your mics magically muted.
I said that Monts,
this is crazy work.
Monts had a big line of girls waiting to take a picture of him. Somebody said to me, "Oh my gosh, you're Kojo, innit?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "Can you hold my camera and take a picture of me and Monts?" I was like, "Raw, them subscribers are subscribing, innit?"
You see this?
Energy.
I don't know.
Saying Cal's late today is crazy, though. Saying Cal's late today is crazy. I ain't gonna
I was the first one to hear him, bro. I got here before months.
Oh no, Cal was
it's so easy.
Famous. But
did you go live today, Cal?
Yeah.
And you was here early.
Yeah, Cal was.
No, we lost, innit? We lost. That's probably right.
I don't know what's happened.
Not much to talk about. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, Cal, what was it you were saying? Your mic magically, like, I don't know.
I just say nothing. I won't say anything.
Yeah. Are you sure?
There's no point. Just leave.
I saw his hand move towards the thing again to mute me, bro. There's no point.
My hands are here. Cal, my hands are here. Look, my hands are here. You sure?
Nothing.
Yeah, as I said, guys, this is where I'm trying to get to, where man are asking me for pictures. Premier League ballers asking me for pictures.
No one asking me for pictures.
Huh?
Well, Cal's a celeb anyway. Cal is a real celeb.
I can
Real
walk-
celebrity.
No, I can walk anywhere and be fine.
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you
Bro.
can't. You can't walk anywhere
I can.
Yeah, bro.
without being seen.
Bro,
Huh?
Cal can't even go Tesco no more, bro.
Don't do that. Yes, I can. I can go anywhere I want.
He can't even go Tesco, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Anywhere.
It's
Cal,
dark.
you know.
Cal, my mum knows who you are, bro.
Yeah, my mum knows who you are as well.
That doesn't mean that's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point. That's not the point we're making here.
Bruv, can I just say something? That sounded hella weird. You lot's mum know each other. I was trying to put it out there. And we ain't even backstage. We live. And you like, my mum knows you as well. Like, what's your lot's porn search, by the way?
Sounds a bit weird.
What's that under there? What's my Googling?
Oh my days, bro. Listen, man. All I'm saying is one day I will reach you. One day. That's it. Bro. Is that fair to say? We'll get there one day. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, the Rolls Royce is outside for Kojo. People just don't really know that, innit? But anyway,
Kojo's got the Rolls Royces, man.
Bro, the worst thing is Kojo will be like, why is it the Rolls? I don't want the Rolls. Didn't you get the brother,
I want the night bus. Where's my
It's
night
the Maybach today. It's Monday.
Where's the Maybach?
The N20.
Where's the Maybach?
It's Maybach Monday. Get it right, man. You know I don't
Rolls Royce is on a Wednesday.
Maybach Monday, innit?
Come on.
You think Kojo calls it Rolls Royce? He's called it double R. That's what he calls it. I don't know double R.
Jeffrey, get it right,
You
Jeffrey.
don't even call it that. You just told you. Get me the Get me the Get me the
I said, get me the.
Dark, man.
That's how the engine purr.
Listen, Kyle, I'm gonna need your autograph so I can get it. You know what I'm saying? Let me after the
I
stream.
was with you on Monday, bro. You know, bro.
As I said, bro, just as I said, after the show, we'll
Just get your pictures in. Hey, Mons, you get a picture of him.
Nah, bro. I was in Manchester. I was in Manchester, and man saw me. I went to shake his hands, and he went, you know when Dr. Umar with the white girl tries to hug Dr. Hold on, you know when Dr. Umar when the white girl tries to hug Dr. Umar. I'm like, bro.
No, the Dr. Umar one's crazy.
That's crazy.
Peace be with you. Peace be upon you.
I'm like, yo, Cal, is this what it is now?
No, thank you. Peace be upon you.
Oh,
Man, even dap me up.
gosh.
Even dap
Cal's
me up,
gone.
bro.
Yeah, Cal's gone, man. Cal's gone. He's gone.
That day was great, though, man. Hopefully, the best comes from that day because that was a great day of
God
filming,
man. That was a good day, man.
It was a great day of filming, man. So Matt was obviously there as well. So shout out Matt as well. But let's obviously get it in. Let's obviously talk in it, man. Them the good news, chat. Good news or bad news?
What's the good?
You don't want the good news or you don't want the bad news?
Is there any good news?
What bad news now?
Oh, there's good news. But is there any good news or bad news? Like, do you not want the good news or the bad news? Chat, good news or bad
Do
news?
bad news first. Do bad news first.
Well, is it bad news for me?
Oh, I know where we're going. I know where we're
Yeah,
going.
it's
You know
bad
what? All right, do you know? Let me start off then. I want a new number 10. I rate Szoboszlai as a footballer. He's not working as a number 10 with him at the moment. Also, I rate Konate. I would give him 200k a week. He has had some moments in the recent games that have been very frustrating. I still don't think he's a bozo, nor do I think he has the bozo gene, but he's in bad form at the moment, and we need someone to come in and compete with him. Are you happy, Montel?
I'm not happy with that.
Nah.
What more do you want from me?
I'm not quite
Not convinced.
I'm
Not
just trying to
convinced.
figure out when
I'm
he
not
was.
quite happy with that. You know, I'm not quite happy with that.
You know what you say, Cal? That would allude to that there was actually a time when he was on form.
Who, Konate?
No.
Szoboszlai?
No.
Yeah.
I never mentioned Szoboszlai's form.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Oh, I thought you just mentioned Szoboszlai just now.
No, I
You
mentioned
talking about Konate?
Konate's form, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay.
So Szoboszlai, again, I would like to see what
I thought you
Szoboszlai
said number
looks like.
10.
Yeah, no, I did. I started off with Szoboszlai and then merged into Konate.
No, Szoboszlai's done, man.
It's funny how we're doing about Trent.
I would like to
Anyway.
say what I would say. Szoboszlai for me, I would still like to see what he looks like with a combative, athletic DM in the team. But even still,
Would
grab
that
him
DM
up
make
to
him
athlete.
score?
Grab him up to
turbulence,
athlete.
guys, turbulence. Let me land. Turbulence.
Didn't make him
play,
score.
turbulence.
Cal, you think you're in the air, but you're on the ground.
A robust 10.
Yeah, bro. It's just
Fuck off.
a little shaking, but yeah, you're still on the ground. You ain't getting off yet.
A robust 10.
That's crazy.
No, I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. I've had
But
enough.
remember, I've come out numerous times. I've come out numerous times and I said I do want Shirky. I want Shirky to come to Liverpool.
An athletic 10.
Bro, I want jerk chicken as
Just
well.
10
bro.
is crazy.
A hard-working 10.
This is crazy.
We are the only team that have a hard-working 10. You know that, Cal.
We're not the only team who got
We are, bro. Who's that?
Who else got a hard-working
got a
10? Who
hard-working
else
10?
got a hard-working 10?
Cal, name another team with a hard-working 10.
Technically, Odegaard's a hard-working 10.
Nah.
Honestly,
He's just having a bad season.
Yeah, he's just
Nah.
having a bad season.
Nah.
Oh my God. Hold
He's
on
like,
a minute.
James.
Oh.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Who the heck do you think it is?
Of course it is.
I've just got my Coke protein shake. I'm ready to go.
I mean, listen, yeah, I'm sorry. Do you know what it is? I'm sorry for the historical laughter in it. I'm sorry for the historical laughter here, yeah. But the thought of having a robust 10, it actually is funny, bro. Man, who can't say, yeah. No, because D, you jumped on the Szoboszlai thing because you was there as well, bro. You was there, you was with it.
Yeah.
You man was with that
I
little
was.
purple patch. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
was.
when it's Szoboszlai,
robust
that's
10.
his actual ability. When it's Diaz, it's a purple patch. You know what I'm saying? So, listen.
Hang on, a robust 10.
Industrial 10.
Industrial 10.
We have a hard-working 10. He covers ground, didn't it? Our 10 covers. Like, tell me this: would you man have played Henderson in the 10 at any point?
That's nasty.
In this team, yeah.
Yeah,
Henderson's
in
better.
this team, Henderson would have played 10. How about that?
Henderson's better than Szoboszlai.
No,
Of
he
course he is.
wouldn't.
Of course he's better than Szoboszlai.
Henderson would never.
My captain,
Would
man.
never play 10 in this.
So why does Szoboszlai play 10, Cal?
Because he's technically better than him.
Why is his face like that?
Is he better than Henderson? He can't pass like Henderson.
No, I'm done with it. I'm done with Szoboszlai now.
He can't pass like Henderson.
I'm with Monts now. I'm with Monts. I'm done with Szoboszlai.
Same.
Guys,
I'm
fine.
done.
Listen, you see me, I don't gatekeep. You see, I don't gatekeep. You see that Hollister model that wears the number 8 for us? I don't gatekeep, you know.
That's
I don't
crazy.
gatekeep.
Hollister's
Yeah.
crazy.
I don't gatekeep.
He's just a Hollister model, ain't he? That's what he says.
Yeah, I don't do the stay over there thing. Only with Trent, I'll do the stay over there thing.
What shop is it that you buy all the jeans at where they have the half naked men outside?
Abercrombie and Fitch.
That's what Szoboszlai is, man.
What do you say?
Hey,
By the
Coach,
way,
what was that?
pause.
What?
Szoboszlai is there to press and to make the women moist. That's all he's there for.
So you guys
That's
are
all he-
completely giving up on Szoboszlai, all of you.
After Fulham, I've had enough.
Cal, if a
I've had
bid
enough.
came in, I'm taking the money.
I'm taking
It's
30 million.
If Szoboszlai played in a double pivot, I'll be fine. But because he plays in the 10, yeah.
Any. Soon they'll all see, and it's fine. You know. Do you know what Ram? Shout out Ram. Do you know what Ram said to me today? You know what Ram said to me today, guys? He said, "I hope Szoboszlai morphs into the player he was in his first 2 months at Liverpool." Now, does anyone know how long it's been since his first 2 months at Liverpool? It's been
That's
18
mad.
months.
I don't even remember, to be fair.
It's been 18 months.
That's
since
when he
his
scored a
first
goal
2
against
months at
Villa.
Liverpool. Yeah,
I don't remember him being good. That's all.
it's been 18
Scored a
months.
screamer against Villa.
Yeah. So Ram
Well,
said to me, I hope we get the player back that we haven't seen for 18 months.
The only thing I remember,
I'm the crazy one.
I just remember the jawline. That's all I remember, man.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, Cal.
Just the jawline.
What does Szoboszlai do apart from covering ground? And hold on. You know what?
Oh wow!
What does he do?
Big screen, man. Big screen action.
What does he do, Carl? I'll even remove the borders for you. What does he do?
At the moment,
put the borders back up.
I feel like I'm in Cal's yard right now.
Yeah, well, no, you can have the borders back.
He needs the borders, man. He needs the
I'll put the borders back.
So I don't. He's obviously not having a good season, and
Cal. He's never had a good season at Liverpool.
Don't do that.
That's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant.
No, but he works hard though, right? Can anyone tell me what pass? Cool. Listen, I'm gonna give you guys. We're gonna do a quiz today. Fuck it. We're gonna do a quiz today. Liverpool therapy quiz show today. I want you guys to pick what option you thought Szoboszlai played today. A is the ball down the line into the space to Nunes. No. That is option A.
That's definitely the option he done. He must have done that.
Option B, he just carries on running towards Nunes and Nunes runs offside.
I think he played it to the ref.
Option C, he passes it to Diaz without running. Which one was it? Chat.
B.
Option A, option B, or option C? Guys,
surely it's A.
You guys are
it's not. It's not A. I think he passes to Diaz. You know,
he passes to the keeper. That's what he does.
It was a trick question. It was a combination of option B and option C. Yeah. So Omo, Cassie, KJ, James, you know what I'm saying? Hennessy, all you lot, I'm sorry, you were all wrong. Yeah, you were all wrong. It is option B followed by option C. So he carried on running, so Nunes would run offside and then proceeds to play the ball behind, I think that's Diogo Jota or Luis Diaz. He plays the pass was even shit.
The pass was crap.
Yeah. How about this? I might even turn off. No one sent any super chats. No one has sent it. Yeah, that's right, Carl. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I know the hay fever's burning right now. You know what I'm saying? I know it's burning right now.
Nighttime hay fever, man.
Nighttime hay fever is crazy.
I might just turn off the. I might just turn off the monetization for this stream and just show the clip.
You probably
no
should.
One's sending any super chats today. There's no super chats have been sent in today. So as of yet. So,
I'm not gonna lie to you. We played on Copish. We played the Szoboszlai Villa chance. They took the video down within minutes, bro. So
they block it worldwide, man. They block it worldwide.
They took the video down in minutes, bro.
And I get it. And I get it. And I understand. But you know what it is? I want my fan base. I want them to be enlightened.
All right, can I ask a question? Genuine question. Do you think Szoboszlai has been important to us winning the league this season?
That's like a trick. Good question.
It is a good question because
it's a trick question.
I asked the same question to Man City fans. Was Jack Grealish really that important to you winning the treble? Right, and they say yes because of his hard work and graft. Szoboszlai, you could say the same thing because of his hard work and graft. But you see that picture you put up, if that was Harvey Elliott on the ball where Szoboszlai is, what's the pass Harvey Elliott makes?
Oh, he makes the right pass, 100%.
When Harvey Elliott came on yesterday, him and Diaz were our best players, yeah? He tried every creative pass. And Bradley. He tried every creative pass. Yes, it didn't always work, but he did more in that 10-minute, 20-minute cameo of shots off, dangerous passes in the box, getting into space on the right-hand side than Szoboszlai has done in about 32 weeks.
18 months. But could you ask my question, please?
All right. Oh, Cal, that's what we're doing.
It's
right. Can you answer the question again, please? The invigilator, as the invigilator.
Just reply with my answer. It's the correct answer.
If do you think Szoboszlai has been key to Liverpool winning the league this season?
Key? No. Ooh, key? Hell no. I think he's played his part.
He's definitely
you know,
played his part.
I think he's played his part, and just like everyone
Someone's
else,
getting comfy. Someone's getting comfy.
Look at Virgil. Look at Virgil. Look at Virgil.
Kojo's
Getting
gonna,
comfy,
You know
man.
what it is?
Kojo is definitely gonna nod off.
Because they're
Jeez.
talking about this prick. That's why.
Wow.
Listen, guys. By the way, as I said, Kojo, I don't gatekeep with this Sabozlai stuff. If you don't want to join my side,
No, but I've been your side. I've been your side.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm joining. I'm definitely joining.
Because it's all right. Because it's all right.
I'm
You know
over
what it is?
there.
Now that we're winning the league and that, we can all admit Szobo's crap. It's
Sorry, Cal, but I'm left. I've left, Cal.
Yeah,
Sorry.
as a 10, we can say that because it's cool. We're winning the league now, so we can admit
Cal,
it.
You know, like,
you
I'm not.
know
We're winning this, so we can admit it's
You
crap.
know, I'm not.
To
I'm
be
like,
fair, Cal don't really care either way. does he?
Wait,
Like,
Cal,
that's what I'm
you know
saying. Like, I mean,
Cal, you
No,
know what
Cal is chairman of the SDL. the
No, I'm
Supervised
not.
Defence League.
Jay
I
knows
think
this. I'm
you got-
not.
Cal's more Switzerland. He don't really.
Yeah, I'm neutral here.
Nah, Cal, you see this neutral thing. It's weird because why is it
Does
when
anyone know
Szoboszlai
Szoboszlai's first
was
name?
having 3-4 good games, you was calling my phone? Why was you
Feel
calling my
feel
phone?
Crash out on me all the time, bro.
No,
This is the Liverpool
Cal.
therapy show. This is the drag Callum about Szoboszlai show, bro. You dragged me through the mud, bro. So when I get one, I have to take advantage, bro.
Shout out M Hussein. He goes, I like Szobo.
You used to get one in as well.
By the way, M Hussein, big up your damn self for the super chat. But you know why this
He
is
brings
good?
good energy.
I like Szobo. He brings good energy and intensity.
I hear that. That
That's
is
the problem.
his game.
That is the problem.
It's just no, but if he was good at anything else, because Sam would have said, I like Szobo. He's good on the ball.
Can I say something to you? This is what you say about a man you met at a wedding and you know was chatting to Gyal.
Yeah, but that man. But
He
the
brings
problem is,
good
Szoboszlai
energy
would
and
steal all your
intensity.
girls. That's the problem.
Yeah, but we should be saying this. This should be
Hold on,
a
wait.
basic thing he brings.
Hold on. Yeah, Kojo's onto something. Wait, Kojo's onto something right now. I'll be honest. So if let's say if we were on a 5v5, obviously I know man them are married in that. So we're saying hypothetically we're on a 5v5.
Happily.
Happily.
Yeah, and I know you man. Yeah, I know. Let's say we were on a 5v5. Yeah, we were on a 5v5, innit? And
I
one of the
wouldn't
girls,
say happy.
and obviously one of the girls tells me, I don't know. What does one of the let's just say Cal. So we're gonna have to
No, don't.
you know
Yes.
like no, you know
Use
like
me. Use me.
Cal. It's theoretical,
bro.
It's theoretical. It's theoretical. We're going to use Cal because you're the Szobo advocate.
Well, theoretically, I
what,
could be on the
Mons?
couch because of this, bro. Just
All right, cool. All right, cool. That's fine. Let's use Kojo. Let's use
You
Kojo.
and Szoboszlai should be on the couch.
Let's use Kojo.
Whoa.
Let's say she goes,
Whoa.
what is your boy Kojo look like? See, the girl asks me, yo, Mons, what? Well, don't say yo. She better not be yoing me. Hey, Mons.
Yo, Mons. Yeah.
Yo, Mons.
He's calling me
What if your girl starts to
why
say
is she
so,
calling me Mons?
obviously?
Yeah,
That's
like,
crazy.
clearly this girl's from South London. But anyway, hey Montel, what does Kojo look like? And I go, do you know what, darling? He's got a great bag.
Oh,
That's what this super chat is. That's what this
Wow.
That's
Wow.
what this super chat is. I like
Wow.
Szobo. He brings
It is.
good energy
You're right.
and good intensity.
Wow.
That's right.
That's what. Hey, what is
You
your
haven't
boy
told me
look like?
nothing.
He's got
You haven't
great
told me
banter
nothing.
and he's a great guy. Yeah, of course he looks
He's
like
got a great
Chewbacca.
heart.
He
He's
must
got a
look like
great heart.
Chewbacca then, clearly. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
What's he look like? He's got a great heart. It's crazy.
He's got a great heart. Yeah,
He's got a great heart. To be fair, you can't really show him the image because you'll lose your girl as well. That's the problem. Do you know what I mean?
That's what that super chat from Hussein. That super
Is
chat from Hussein.
Szoboszlai that far off from Nunes?
Oh, way off.
Nunes is by himself.
No,
man. Nunes
even
is by
Mons would
himself.
probably rather have Szoboszlai than Nunes.
Listen,
Hey, Nunes is by himself.
Someone asked me that question at the end of the season. I would think.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh no! Okay.
Nah, Mons, nah. Nunes is by himself, man.
no, bro.
Nunes is one.
Nunes is probably Nunes is probably pansexual. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god!
Yeah,
There's no way you're putting Nunes and Szobo in the same bracket.
I don't listen. They're not in the
They're
same
not.
sentence, but like in terms of their time at Liverpool,
They shop
and
at the
whether
same mall.
it's not. Yeah, like they're not as far as you think, innit? They're not as
Same,
far as you think.
same strip club.
No, man.
Nunes has actively
No.
lost us points, bro.
Yeah, and
Actively lost us points.
yeah, and Szobo literally is a DM for the other team.
No, but Nunes he's won Liverpool 3 or 4 games since he's been at the club. He's lost us 4 points in
How
his
many
game.
games has Szobo won us?
Monts, we're all on. To be fair, Monts, look, we're all on your. We're all with you at this moment in time to all this Nunes stuff. So let's just leave it.
Yeah, I know I'm pushing the boat out. I know I'm pushing the boat out. But listen. By the end of the season, we might not know, innit? Jota's been stinking up. We'll get to him anyway. Shout out Tron. He goes, big up Monts, Jamie, Dean, Kojo, and Devils.
Crazy.
Wow.
Tron doesn't even call me by my name anymore.
I said
Cow
Devils.
is, Cow is getting it, man.
Every stream I'm on now, I just get crashed out on. I can't win.
Hold on.
Every stream. It doesn't matter where Cow goes.
No, on the
He's
real.
not safe. He's
The
not
morning show, they crashed out on me because I was speaking about transfers. Coppish during the show, Schlotterbeck got a shout out to Lauren. I think Lauren's in the chat. Lauren announced that Schlotterbeck got injured. So the chat crashed out on me about that.
I saw your fault.
Yeah, Kyle, don't mention. Wait, Schlotterbeck did what?
All right. Do you know what I did? Do you know what? I'll hold my hand up. I called all the Coppish community snitches this morning. I did do that. That was me.
Oh my god!
What did you do?
I called them all snitches. I brought up a definition on the screen, and
Wait. So what?
You brought up the definition.
Well, because the Coppish community keep on going on other people's streams and telling them, "Oh, make sure."
Yeah, I get it. I had to phone Cal live, Monts.
Exactly.
I had to phone Cal live because they're all telling me at the time. So I went, did you hear what Cal said today? Did you hear what Cal said?
It's dark, man. It's actually dark. Like, cool. Listen, I don't want to spend too long on Szobo's. Like, I mean, you guys are the carrier. I don't know.
Szoboszlai's had more partners than GA. Do you know what I mean?
Should I get it?
Szoboszlai's had more partners than GA. So that's just
it's you know what it is. The bottom line is, listen. First of all, yeah, McAllister's goal on the weekend. What a goal it was, by the way. That is what you guys think Szoboszlai is.
That's all we did all game, though. Shit for the rest of it.
No, I didn't think McAllister was shit. But we'll get to the Fulham game. Obviously, I'm just starting with Szoboszlai because I just feel like that is a conversation that needed to happen. And as I said, I'm electing for Szoboszlai for right back. You know, and listen,
You're still running with that.
Yeah, exactly. Talk to me,
bro. Sub right back Szobo.
Who got Curtis Jones at right back? Correct.
No, that was correct for one game. It was crap against. It was crap against.
Two games he's played for. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but he was crap against Fulham though.
He was shit.
Playing against Jack Harrison and Iwobi are two different things. There's a colour thing wrong.
No, he was shit. He was shit. You know, he's not his position. But I said that's where the manager will play him.
Yeah, but as I said, this is why I said he should have gone with Curtis Jones right back this game, and then Szoboszlai right back in the Fulham game, because now you're up against someone a bit more robust. I guarantee Szoboszlai gets back in time.
I don't think Szoboszlai will ever play right back under Arnold.
I hope not. If I see Szobo play right back, I'm crashing out, man.
The reason is he had Szoboszlai to do that recently, and he chose Curtis Jones instead. And I think in his press conference last week, he said that he's been thinking of playing Curtis Jones since the beginning of the season in that position. So, you know, so that tells you that Szoboszlai's never.
Look how annoyed Kojo is, you man. Put Kojo on the screen. Put Kojo.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Kojo's.
Whenever you say Curtis Jones, look at Kojo's face,
brother.
Curtis Jones or Coco Jones is dark, man.
To be fair, I think Curtis has been all right last couple of games.
Yes. No, yeah, he hasn't been too bad. But my point, as I said, like, I just find it funny that when Szoboszlai came off, yeah, why did all our attackers look better?
You're right.
It did.
Because listen, and I'm not an advocate for Salah's performances because I haven't been impressed with him, and he'll be a talking point. But why did Salah automatically look better?
It's because we had a right back on the pitch. So
yes,
Conor Bradley was given Salah the room that he needed.
And what about and even Harvey Elliott drifting out to the right?
I think you'll see better. I think you'll see Salah perform better in the next few weeks when Conor Bradley keeps playing at right back.
Yeah, I agree. And listen, Szoboszlai, I know you're probably going to see this, and as I said, the public can't know why. I know you'll probably see this. Guys on the panel will know. Listen, brother, this isn't personal. Yeah, this isn't personal. I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? One day, who knows where my future lies in football, in the football world. I might meet you one day. You know, and people kept saying you might meet Darwin one day. We ain't going to be at the club much longer. So, but as I said, you know, we might meet you one day. I might meet you one day. And listen, the bottom line is, it's like with Faz with Garnacho. I just want the best for my club. And if you want the best for my club, stop playing 10.
Leave.
Leave.
Would you
Leave.
would you sell him? Would you sell him once?
What, this window?
Yeah.
No, because I want him to play right back.
But he's not playing right back.
Okay, well then he can sit on the bench.
Right back easy, by the way, but he's not playing right back.
I wouldn't sell him.
No, well, listen. I believe Szoboszlai can play in the pivot because listen, everyone says Declan Rice don't pass forward. You should go watch Szoboszlai and tell me if he passes forward. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Szoboszlai plays like there's no goals. He plays.
So would you rather keep Szobo and not sign a centre midfielder or sell him?
Say that again.
Would you rather keep Szobo and not? Because if we're not keeping Szobo and then sign, if we move Szobo into the pivot, that means we're not signing another centre midfielder. You know that, right?
Okay. So what are you saying?
You tell me. What are you happy with that?
What, selling Szobo and buying another midfielder?
Because you don't rate him like that.
No, I don't.
So why do you want to keep him around then?
Because he's not like Dross. He's not dog shit. Like, he has a place in this team. You need someone that's gonna cover ground. When James Milner played for Liverpool, he played left back, he played centre mid, he played right back. That is what Szoboszlai should be, the utility man. Because when Liverpool were at their best, when Liverpool were at their best, we had the utility man, and his name was James Milner. Now people think Endo is the utility man. He can be the utility man, but like if you have a younger, more robust, because that's the key, that's the buzzword for today. If you have a more robust utility man, you know, I'm open to the idea of that. You know, Henderson would cover a lot of ground and play different positions. Sometimes you've seen Henderson play centre back. You've seen Henderson play right mid. In his latter years, of course, you've seen him play a deeper midfield position. We've seen Henderson play in the 8. Now, there's always space for utility runners.
I don't think we all have to run utility.
But Cal, but that doesn't mean he doesn't need to be played. That doesn't mean he'll only play Carabao Cup or James Milner has had long runs in the team. So that's not me. So Szoboszlai can have a run in the team, just not in that 10 position.
Look, as I said, I want another 10, but I do think there are certain games where you could have Szobo as a 10.
Yeah, see, Cal, like, and that's like you get it, bro. People, you see the toxic thing, yeah. You see the toxic thing in it. Yeah. You see a man toxic. You see a man toxic with Gallon.
Toxic.
You see like you get it, bro. What is it, bro? Tell me, chat to me. What actually is it now? Because
why is it? There's certain games I play.
There's certain situations where Szoboszlai is going to be needed in the 10. So there's certain situations where you want to take your socks off and stomp on Lego. Is that what you're telling me?
No.
There's certain days where you want to wake up and step on Lego in barefoot.
No, I promise you that happened to me the other day. It is pain like you've never.
So there's certain days you're on your scooter and you flick it round and it comes around and claps your ankle.
No, because I'm saying there's like
everyone knows about the scooter.
You see games like Arsenal away and Man City away and Chelsea away, and I'm picking Szobo as my number 10.
Oh, where you need actual creativity.
No, where you need someone who can do both defending. Are we not going to see it? We're not going to say it act like Szobo against Man City away wasn't one of the best performances he's had in the Liverpool.
We're not
going to do that.
We played the box midfield,
and he was one of the best players on the pitch that day.
Best players on the pitch is a stretch. He covered the most ground.
He was one of the best players on the pitch that day, Monch. You know he was.
He wasn't again. He was.
You know what? If I want to go back and I want to,
he was bad, but he. Listen, Carl.
Szobo was excellent against Man City.
Because we haven't got another 10. That's why Szoboszlai plays. We haven't got another.
Yeah, you get, bro. Curtis Jones also played as a 10 that game as well. So like
Curtis was.
Yeah, but Curtis is a better footballer than Szoboszlai, in my opinion.
Oh, it's not even close. Yeah, it's not even close.
Too many man that play in 10 positions, blood. Just fucking.
Harvey Elliott's not even a 10. Have you heard what Slot said? He got asked a question about Harvey Elliott, and he said the reason Harvey Elliott's not played as many games as he wanted to is because Mo Salah plays right wing.
He said the same thing about Chiesa, though.
So he sees, and when Elliott came on, Elliott
when he wants to be, isn't it?
When Elliott came on, he played right wing, and Salah went through the middle. So maybe that's where he sees him.
I said, Jason, haven't I said this though? Elliott is the right winger backup. Yeah. He's the right winger backup.
Yeah. You don't see him as a 10. I know what everyone's saying here about that. We want a more clinical number 10 in the face of a bit more cultured, can find that pass, can find that goal. And I agree with all you guys. But maybe that's not what Slot wants. Maybe the manager doesn't want that so much. He wants a more of a competitive midfield, because I don't think we're linked to any other number 10s. I don't think we buy number 10 like that in the market. I think Slot has seen this league and he's realised you need more aggression in midfield.
All right.
So why don't we just get rid of thingy? Why don't we get rid of Szobo, bring in Belabor and put McAllister in the 10 then? That's what I'm.
Because he can't play the 10.
That's not a bad shout. But what I would
put
say,
him in the 10. Of course he can play the 10.
Before we move on from Szobo, I'm going to say one more thing then. So what if, who's seen that guy that wakes up at like 3 a.m. in the morning and then like he does that? You don't know what I'm talking about? The guy who wakes up, he puts his face in the
who wastes his 5 hours by doing nothing, by the way.
Yeah. So
does nothing for 5 hours.
So you guys are basically saying if I go and follow his regime for 1 year, while still playing football, I could just play 10 for Liverpool.
Well, it depends.
No, that's what it is. Who here goes gym?
10.
Who, bro?
How many good number 10s are there actually in the league? How many good number 10s are there actually in the league?
I'd say Morgan Rogers and Gibbs White. Kulusevski's good as well. I rate Odegaard, but a lot of people don't seem to rate him.
No, he's not great. I just don't know how many good 10s there are around.
I'm just saying, innit? So Ashton Hall. That's it. Yeah, Ashton Hall. That's his second name, Ashton Hall. So if I follow Ashton Hall's regime, or if I go and do insanity, I can just play 10 for Liverpool.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I think Bruno
follows Ashton Hall and gets knee surgery.
How did we forget about Palmer?
I think Bruno Fernandes is the best number 10, but people go come at me at that because he plays for United.
And Bruno's not even the best Bruno in the league. But yeah,
Bruno Fernandes is a quality player.
He's not better than Bruno Guimaraes in my opinion. But yeah,
smokes him.
Cunha's a good 10. Cunha's a very good 10 striker, although he plays both. Clivert, very good as well. Eze, pretty decent. Obviously Palmer as well. I think Odegaard needs to go back in the 10. My unpopular opinion is that I think Maddison's a better 10 than what I think Maddison is being wasted heavily in this.
But once, don't you think we need someone more strong in midfield before we start putting 10s on? Because I think our midfield's weak.
Bro, you know what it is? Season. I actually don't think that McAllister and Gravenberch aren't the problem. They become the problem if they're not rotated. I think that's the issue, because at the start of the season, it wasn't necessarily as much as a problem. Because Szoboszlai's still playing games. So Szoboszlai's still playing games, innit? And the midfield is still getting ran through with his legs. Do you get it? The midfield got ran through with his legs. So I think once, again, and that's why Zubimendi. See, listen, I've got hay fever. I think Szoboszlai suffers from hay fever as well, by the way. Zubimendi was going to be brought in to rotate with Gravenberch or McAllister per se. It wasn't like one was going to start over the other. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know, man. What was you going to say?
I can't remember now. I need to see a more combative midfielder coming, but I don't think we'll sign a centre midfielder in the summer.
That's crazy though, man. We need someone combative, man. We need a proper DM in there, man.
Where's the proof that we need a proper number?
Because we're getting run through every game. I feel like we get bullied.
We don't actually get run through our midfield. We get run through our wide areas.
I think through the middle, Jay. I think we
barely get run through the middle. Our problems are the wide area. Our problems are the wide areas.
But we don't win no battles. We don't win second balls. All this stuff, bro.
Graven Birch has got the highest tackle and interception rate in the Premier League. Yeah.
Yep.
So he wins a lot of his battles.
because he's been run into the ground. People assume the answer is automatically in the market, and the answer is automatically to replace or whatever, or to replace. And I understand the need to rotate.
It's not to replace, have some rotation on, so he doesn't get burnt out.
But again, so I understand buying another midfielder, but you were talking about buying a midfielder that can defend. You want a robust defensive CDM.
I want a combative midfielder.
Yes, but Gravenberch has dominated every metric in the league.
But he's not combative, Mons. Our eyes can show.
How is that not combative? I'm confused.
He's not. Come on, Mons. Let's not just use stats. The stats are not sorry.
How you love to use a stat when it
comes
to
I said stats are context. No, stats have to be contextualized. And
that is the right context, though. That's
how many times have we seen teams running through the center of the pitch? We have seen it many times.
No.
We have seen
again.
How many times have we seen second balls and all that McAllister and Grav aren't winning? How many times?
Maybe if Konate stays in his fucking position. But anyway, let's not even
down to Konate, bro. Like we need someone who's.
I don't think it's just the middle of the pitch. I think it's the wide areas as well. See, our thing is, what the stats don't tell you is when we play 4-2-4 a lot, and when you're playing 4-2-4 out of possession, and what happens with Liverpool quite a lot is that we lose the ball very high up the pitch, quite clumsy a lot of the time. When you're playing 4-2-4 and you lose that ball high up the pitch, you're leaving your two midfielders completely isolated because, our centre-backs play high as well. So that's why everyone now, I don't know if everyone's noticed, but everyone we play now just sits back and does long balls over the top. Sits back, long balls over the top. That's all everyone plays against us now. They put in the long balls in the wide areas because you can isolate the two midfielders because we're playing 4-2-4. At the beginning of the season, the first 12 games of the season, we were very compact in that 4-2-3-1. We all complemented it. Had no one go through us. No one's taking chances against us. We barely take any shots. And we all complemented it. And then he's gone away from that and gone into this 4-2-4 and we're getting very isolated in the midfield. That's the issue. He needs to go back to being really compact again.
Yeah, and again, he was a lot more compact, and I feel like you are a lot more open now. But just because you're more open, it doesn't mean Grav and Mac aren't good enough to play in that pivot anymore. This pivot has single-handedly, in a midfield sense, won us the league. It has won us the league. And yes, if you want to hear it, Szobo has played a part in that as well.
I say no, he has played the midfield trio.
Major, but no, listen, you know what I'm saying? I'm not major, but
he has played a major role.
Jonathan Majors.
No, he's played a major role.
No, he ain't gone that far, Jesus.
John Major's crazy.
You know for a fact he's played a role. He's played a very important role in this team.
I think everyone's played an important role in this team.
Listen.
After the Arsenal game at the Emirates, the first thing you said is that was a game that needed Szobo.
He said, Would you say?
Would you say 40+ games this season?
Would you say Szobo and Curtis Jones are our two best pressers in midfield?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they play a lot. That's why Harvey Elliott barely plays. So the two best pressers in our midfield are Curtis Jones and Szobo. Gravenberch, would you say Gravenberch is the connector and McAllister's the controller?
I think they keep interchanging. I think there's certain games there because, like against Fulham, McAllister was the deepest midfielder.
Yeah, they swap over quite a lot, don't they?
Yeah, but there's other games where I've seen Gravenberch as the deepest midfielder. So I think that for me, Gravenberch and McAllister are always going to do well in the first up till Christmas. Up till Christmas, they're going to be great. But Gravenberch was playing 80 minutes against Southampton. So it's like, I feel like Gravenberch, and also I don't want to make too many excuses for him, but Gravenberch isn't used to playing this amount of minutes. He was seeing limited game time at Bayern before he came to Liverpool. And last season, he wasn't really utilized the way he probably should be and didn't play nearly as many minutes as he should do under Klopp either.
Great. So this is the first season. He'd be better next season.
Yeah, so this is the first season in 3 years that he's had to play consistently as a starter. In 3 years. I don't know about the season before. So I don't know. How long was he at Bayern for? 2 years.
No, 1.
2 years.
One,
it
yeah.
1 year.
I'm almost certain it was 1 year.
Was it only 1 year? Was it only 1 year?
What,
I'm
Bayern
almost
Munich?
certain.
He was there one season, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So that's my point. This is the first time that grab. By the way, and he's 22, by the way, and like he's 22 in it. So for me, he needs a bit of rotation. I think he and I understand, and let's not act like Slot wanted to do that. I'm not.
Sorry, no, yeah, 1 season. Sorry, apologies.
Yeah. Slot wanted to rotate Gravenberch with Zubimendi, so we're not going to act like that wasn't part of the plan to begin with. Our only issue as fans is that there wasn't an alternative to then rotate Gravenberch. You know what I'm saying? He is not the answer to every solution in the book, but at the same time, to answer your question, Kyle, I would like another midfielder to come in and almost, unless it's providing competition, at least be an option to rotate. Do I think Endo was good enough to rotate with Gravenberch in this system where we've been more compact? My hot take, yeah, I think Endo was good enough to, because if Endo came in and played a certain amount of games last season as a lone DM, because remember we played 4-3-3 with a lone DM and 2 8s on the clock. Endo came in as a lone DM and did have enough. He showed enough to say that, you know what, this guy can play 5 or 6 games. He can play 6 to 7 games in a season. You know, like if you can't tell me, yeah, that a tiny bit of rotation against Southampton, you play Southampton and Leicester and Ipswich 6 times. You play the relegation team 6 times. Are you telling me you need your best pivot to play in those games?
No, I agree. This is why Slot has to get some. But bro, I said this on Coppish the other day, and I got chewed out for it.
I think Slot was nervous to do it. Personally, I don't think Arne Slot ever envisioned Liverpool being 11 and 12 points away in front and winning the Premier League.
I think this was meant to be a free hit this season.
Yeah, and he's seen it now that where we are, he feels like he can't afford to drop his best players because he wants to get over the line. So I think Slot's in a 50-50 situation, and I can understand it as well. Because if you bring Endo on and you play for 90 minutes and we lose, people will go, why the hell did you rest Gravenberch to bring Endo on? If Gravenberch plays and we lose, then people will say, why didn't Endo play for 90 minutes? So it's he's in a win-lose situation at the moment because where we find ourselves. But next season, I expect next season he will change quite a lot of the way he's set up. And he knows how tough the Premier League is. The Premier League's all about aggression and pace. That's what the Premier League is. It's not about technical ability. It's about aggression and pace. Slot wanted a techie midfield. And I think he's realised it now. And fair to Callum, he's been saying this. Cal's been saying this all season. I think you need something a bit more aggressive at midfield there. And I think that's what he's realised.
And Zubimendi's slower than McAllister, and that says something.
He's not aggressive enough, man. He's not aggressive enough. I think we lucked out not getting him, in my opinion.
I think he probably would have been more of a suitable rotation piece to McAllister, actually, as opposed to Gravenberch. Even though he said he would rotate. Even though Slot said he would have used Gravenberch as the rotation, as they would have both rotated. I mean, maybe that even again. I know everyone wants to take McAllister in the 10, and I do like
progressive passing is crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, and I think that is one thing. Maybe the two pivot players lack a little bit is that progressive passing or passing under pressure. Zubimendi can do that.
It's about the thing is, if guys like Zubimendi, I don't want to say he gets used like a Busquets, in it.
You need time.
He doesn't get used like a Busquets, but he gets like the key when you see to get the best out of Zubimendi is to work the ball to Zubimendi in the space where he can then be progressive. You know what I'm saying? You get it to grab on the half turn, you give it to Zubimendi straight away, and then you break the lines. The longer you take to get it to Zubimendi, you have to work the ball back.
But in the Premier League, you do that in the Premier League.
That's going to be
someone's going to be in Zubimendi's face right there, ain't you?
Yeah, but that's what Gravenberch probably would have been there for. You know what I'm saying? That's what Grav probably would have been there.
So I think it would have been Grav. I think it would have been Grav still plays all the time, and then Szoboszlai might the rotation between Szoboszlai and McAllister and Zubimendi.
And by the way, that's another reason as to why we're struggling. Is because, let's be honest, we are severely missing Trent's progressive passes in midfield.
100%.
Severely missing it.
That's why we looked better when Bradley came on.
Let's mix in
the right player in the right position.
Let's mix in this though, because I do want to speak on Bradley because I think he was absolutely brilliant when he came on. Absolutely brilliant. Cal, you heard me say it. And I'll say it again.
To be fair, Mons, you have rated Bradley. You just said he's not as good as Trent, which is fair enough.
Yeah, but that's
Like, you know what that means? You know when I say someone's not as good as Trent, or like, because when man was saying I'd rather Bradley than Trent, like I'm saying, bro, like this is why I think personally he's overrated. I think in that sense our fan base overrate Conor Bradley. That doesn't mean I don't think I think he's a good wing back. He's a very good young wing back with a lot of potential, bro. With a lot of potential. Do you know what I mean? And you saw when he came on, Salah looked better. Harvey was getting on the ball. It was brilliant when he came on, and that's what kind of excites me about a player like Kirkes. It really does excite me about a player like Kirkes if we do end up getting him. Because when Bradley came on, I just feel like it gave us that dynamic because Curtis Jones is not a natural right back, so he's not going to be bombing up and down. He's going to be inverting, trying to be an extra man in midfield. By the way, Curtis Jones actually was very good when he went in midfield. I think he was good when he went into midfield. Yeah, he was very good when he went into the midfield. Don't tell Curtis that. But you know, yeah, Curtis was brilliant. But yeah, just obviously quickly back to Bradley. Generally feel like for me, I do. Is it time, guys, to start Bradley next game? He's
got to play.
Yeah, of course he has to.
If
he's got to start.
If he's fit and ready to rock and roll, then yeah.
So it all depends on his fitness. Because one thing with Bradley, if we're going to be honest, that is a worry is his injury record. Considering he's not been in the first team that long. And it kind of spills into the summer. Look, if Trent is definitely going, which it looks like it may be happening, I'm seeing a lot of people being like bringing an understudy to Bradley, and I'm like, no, bringing someone either Bradley's level or better for me. Like, if Cream rises to the top, regardless, right? If Bradley's good enough, whoever you bring in, he'll still show his quality, right? So, for me, I think it's very
saying give him 60 minutes. I'm saying give him 60 minutes, then put Szoboszlai right back. Okay, I did that. I added that one.
Man, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta
take care, man.
Yeah. Take it easy. Yeah, I'll speak to you. Take it easy, man.
Yeah, for me, it depends on who's that right back we're gonna go and get in the summer.
He's already here.
It has to be top quality. Again, I know this is a wild shout. Ola Aina on a free could do a lot worse than that, you know.
Oh, bro, he's out of contract, but I think he's going to sign on. That's the only issue.
You reckon?
And he's injured now as well. He's injured.
Yeah, but he's not injury prone. He's not injury prone.
No, he's not. Bro, he's Black African. He's Black African. Of course he ain't injured. And he spits oil, bro. He's got iron bars for elbows. What are we talking about? You see, bro, shout out Ola Aina, bro. He is solid as hell, bro. Like,
yeah, he can play right back. He can play left back. He's Salah 44. When he says, "Oh, this is what I mean,"
he's not old. He's 28, bro.
This is my point. We've been so badly conditioned as a fan base that 28 is seen as old. Do you know how crazy 28 is not?
We're not
old.
the thing. It's not old, but we're not going for anyone that age, are we?
I feel personally attacked when people say 28 years old.
You feel fucking attacked. I'm 43,
yeah,
man.
Yeah,
I'm dead. I shouldn't be alive than some people. But I think though, look, with Conor Bradley, as you said, you saw the difference when he came on. You know, that run he made for the Diaz goal, the movement to get himself in that position.
Tenacity.
And did you notice as soon as he came on, you know, Salah's closer to goal. I don't know about you guys, but in the last 3 weeks, have you noticed that Salah is far wider than he's been all season?
Yes, I have.
And the reason is because he's got no fullback underlapping or overlapping him. So he has to take up the space that's available.
He has to. They just give him the ball with 3 players in front of him, and they just say,
and he has to take up the space that is available. So he wants that space in the inside channel. The only way to get that is have someone go round you or cut in, you know, undertake or anything like that.
Or for Szoboszlai to do something.
Some movement, just anything. And when you've got no movement as a winger, your only position where the space is wide. That's it. So you're asking Mo from a very wide position to cut inside and do all the work and then produce stuff. It's more difficult because he's changed his game. So he's not that wide man anymore. He's now more of an inside forward where he's going for goals and stuff like that. So because he's changed his game, he doesn't really want to be out there. 5 years ago, Salah on the touchline with his pace and agility back then would have been absolutely fine. But the man's changed his game now. So he needs to be inside more. I think Conor Bradley playing till the end of the season opens Salah up more. Yeah, I think you start to see goals again from Mo.
I'd definitely give Bradley. I'd give Bradley 60 minutes. Chat. How many minutes would you give Bradley? Would you give Bradley in against West Ham at Anfield?
I'll give him the first hour. Give him the first
60
hour.
minutes. I think 60 minutes is
as long as he's all right. I'm happy to give him 60 minutes, man.
He's a good player, Conor Bradley. And
I just don't want him rushed back.
No. Give him 60 minutes, then put Jones back at right back for the rest of the half hour. Do something like that. I'm cool with it.
Is Gomez back? Gomez is back trading now as well, right?
I don't think you're going to see Gomez for a few weeks. So.
Okay.
So I agree with KJ. I think 60 minutes in, we play Bradley, then we bring on Kwanzaa at right back.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to see Kwanzaa at right back now when Jones has played there for 2 games.
Yeah, I think that was a message as well. If Jones has gone to right back and Kwanzaa wasn't trusted to start, I think that is the message from the manager that's writing on the wall. But yeah, let's obviously big up Bradley, and I just think he has to.
I've got an announcement to make, if that's okay.
Go on.
So I said this on my show earlier. I've done a completely 360 on my whole 12 months as a Liverpool fan. Yeah,
I already know what it is, but
people can be right. People can be right. People can be wrong, and I hold my hands up, and I'm completely wrong. And it's okay being wrong in life. Yeah. My wife tells me every day. It's okay. It's okay being wrong in life, and I admit it. I'm wrong. Is it to do with I didn't see the light. No, I didn't see the light. I wouldn't sell Luis Diaz in the summer.
Someone's hacked him, man. Someone's got to him.
I would sell Cody Gakpo instead of Luis Diaz.
Oh my goodness, someone's got to him. Chris Angel got to Jamie. I know it. This is not Jamie Phillips. I'm guaranteed it's not Jamie
180,
Phillips.
not a 360 or 180.
It's not Jamie. This ain't Jamie Phillips. I know for a fact this isn't Jamie Phillips now.
I've made peace. Look, I've made peace. I went to church tonight and everything. So
Jamie.
I've made peace.
This is not Jamie Phillips.
We all make mistakes. Exactly.
Crazy.
I went to church.
Hold on, let me humour this. Why would you sell Gakpo, Jay?
Because Luis Diaz is a better footballer.
What about productivity?
Luis Diaz is just equal to Gakpo on that. Look at his stats. Luis Diaz has 10 Premier League goals this season and 8 assists.
And how many did he? What was the drought between goals number 7 and goal number 10?
I feel for him because of his parents and his knee injury, and he just
someone's hacked you. Someone got you.
He hasn't been right for 2 years, so
yeah, someone got you. Someone definitely got you. Do you know what? I hear it. I understand it. If someone threatened my life, I would change my tune as well.
I can't tell people. I've not spoken to any Colombians on the internet.
Yeah, okay, Jay. Okay.
And so, yeah. No one's got to me.
Someone definitely got you.
I've not. Yeah. Yeah, I had a conversation with someone who had a different accent to mine a week or so ago.
I mean, listen, if we're talking someone who has been our best player in the last 2-3 games, it has been Luis Diaz, though.
Last 2 games he's been excellent.
Yeah, and this is kind of the energy I want Cal to have when we talk about Szoboszlai. Is like when Diaz has a few good games, it's like because when Diaz has a few good games, it's like, it's purple patch.
2.
That's what it is. It's just 2 good games. When Szobo has 2 good games, I fucking told you so. I told you so, man. Cal's calling my phone. I told you so.
I gave Diaz man of the match versus Everton, and I thought he was best player on the pitch yesterday for Liverpool against Fulham. But it's called purple patch. But when it's Szobo, that's his actual ability. I'm just saying, keep the same energy, man. But my energy is the same with every single Liverpool player. It's one of the reasons I get criticised. Cal, don't let me start talking about your Gakpo thing. But anyway, that's fine. I spoke about Gakpo from day, and I've said this season I wouldn't sell Gakpo. Say that again?
Yeah, look,
I wouldn't sell Gakpo right now. But I definitely do think we can upgrade him.
I've seen it. I've said it. Can you let my daughter go now? Can you let my daughter go now? Yeah. I've said it. What else do you want me to do? It's live. It's live right now. What do you want me to do?
Hey.
I've said what I can, yeah. Yeah. All right, I'll keep my phone on. Okay, all right, bye.
Listen, I'll say what I can.
I say what I can. I just said it.
Yeah, carry on, guys. Nothing to see.
No, so, all right. Shall I be real with you, Mons? If Chiesa is not going to be given a chance, then we have to sell him, obviously. But I want a left winger who comes in and is a one-on-one demon with pace. I need that in the front line because we don't have that in the front line.
Diaz is a one-on-one demon, but he's got
no,
shit.
He's not a one-on-one demon anymore. He's not.
Yeah, not a demon, but you know what I mean in it. So.
And like,
this don't get me wrong in it. I've said this. Luis Diaz has a lot more to his game than what people think. But because he gets nosebleeds in the final.
Hang on, I've just got a message. It just says I'm watching. So fuck knows. Fucking hell.
Nah, listen, I just feel like, as I said, Diaz has been absolutely exceptional off the bench. I think he was unfortunate for him not to start. It was unfortunate for him not to start.
Diaz is one of the best Colombian wingers I've ever seen, man.
But what I would say, man, is if Diaz is our best attacker, then we have a problem.
He's not our best attacker. Salah's our best attacker. Come on, what are we doing?
No. As in, if Diaz is our best performing attacker, we have a problem.
No, but Diaz at his best is one of the best wingers in the Prem. At his best. The problem is we don't see him at his best often. It's not a talent thing with Diaz. It's a consistency thing. With Gakpo's not half as talented as Diaz, but he's way more consistent and he's got better footballing IQ.
No, Gakpo does have better footballing IQ.
Gakpo over Diaz. But
I think Diaz definitely has more talent than Gakpo. He's like more talented.
Yeah, but IQ and productivity is Gakpo all day. All day.
I hear it. But the thing is with Gakpo, let's be honest, Gakpo has had the injury. It's not that Gakpo fell off a cliff. Gakpo didn't fall. He was on a good trajectory this season. No, similar to Konate before the injury. He was on a very good trajectory.
But I think we can all agree, right? We can get someone in as good or if not better than Gakpo, right?
Say that again.
Do we not agree we could get someone in who's a very different profile to Gakpo, who's just as good, if not better?
Yeah, I
don't think left wing is a priority this summer.
Yeah, I don't think left wing is a priority either. I think having Nunes and Jota as strikers has plagued us all.
We need two new strikers.
Yeah,
Jay, obviously you agree with me on this one. Are you taking it? If I said to you, Nunes is the backup striker at the moment, and Delap is his replacement, how are you feeling about that, Mons?
Say that again.
If Delap replaces Nunes as a second striker, are you good with that?
Yeah. But if you had knee surgery and you done what's it? Anthony Hall, wasn't it? What's his name? Ashton Hall. If you done Ashley Hall's workout and you got the keyhole surgery in your knee, then I'd say maybe.
Why do I need keyhole surgery in my knee again?
You have it. I'm going to put my morning routine up one day.
You get it, bro.
Yeah, you might put that on OnlyFans, Jay. I don't know.
Orange YouTube, man. Orange YouTube.
Diaz is a very talented winger. And I just, as I said,
he is very talented.
His issue obviously is consistency. And for me, the consistent nosebleeds in front of goal do make me want to punch my webcam sometimes. But I also think that with him, I think
guys, can I just say one thing?
Go on.
Tank don't taste right in my drink.
Oh, God.
It's like really dry in my chest. It's weird.
I think I do think that like with Diaz, he was played up front, and I think he's not got the enough IQ to switch positions and be seamless in both. I feel like if he plays false nine, he has to kind of play there a few games, and then we'll start to see the best of him. And then if he gets moved to best left wing, he's gonna look like a bozo, and then it's gonna maybe take him 3-4 games to kind of. I think he is a rhythm player. And he is 29, so it's like, do we even have time for any of that? But I do think the Diaz hate is overplayed. But Gakpo, let's not act like Gakpo didn't start he did his first 20 minutes against Fulham wasn't bad. He was cooking Castagna in that first 20 minutes. I just feel like we didn't really get the ball to our wingers.
He just has too many. He goes missing too much in games, and when the game gets a bit physical, I think he struggles with it. I just need someone who can come on the pitch, dribble, and put the fear of God in defenders. We ain't had that since Diaz first joined Liverpool.
Yeah, I know, because Mane was washed by then. It's an interesting one. I think I don't think left wing is the priority.
I think we get Ekitike into lap.
I think Gakpo was a good shout. Sorry, Gakpo was a good. He was on a good trajectory. Just obviously moving on. We got a super chat as well. Big up Lawazi. He says the way y'all make Diaz seem like he's crap is crazy. Not me, bro. Not me.
No, I think Diaz is up there, man.
Monts, talk about Konate. Yep. Man was set man.
Oh, can I have my Konate talk?
Oh, bro. Yeah, let me
Konate, man. Konate. So the news today is that Konate wants 200 grand a week, yeah.
What, with 200 brain farts a game?
Yeah. Right, here's my thing on Konate. So here's my thing on Konate. I actually think Konate is obviously a very, very good defender but he's got this ability to make blunders in games at times, which we've seen evident, yeah.
Well, no, apparently it's not evident. Apparently it's not evident. Look, Callum's not even making eye contact right now. So
it's evident. Konate makes mistakes. We all know he does. Right. The problem is, if Liverpool want to replace Konate, you're gonna have to get him. You have to get a centre back in around Konate's age, 25 years of age, that's as good as Konate. And if you're going for that kind of centre back, you're gonna have to pay him 200 grand a week. So what is the point of not giving? So if I'm Liverpool, I'm looking at it like that and going, right, yes, there is some problems with your game defensively that you've still not got out of your system, even at your age now. But in the market, there's nothing really as good as you at your age that we're going to have to pay the same wage to. So we might as well keep Konate and pay the same wage.
Yeah, I don't think anyone looks at the 200k and goes, Konate doesn't deserve that. And I didn't even know Chiesa is on double his money, which is insanity. Absolutely, that's absolute insanity that Chiesa on double the money. But if we're keeping it a buck, bro, Konate, since he's rushed himself back from his injury, has been absolute dog shit. Absolute dog shit. Yeah. And Cal, we're over here, Cal.
I said the same thing.
We're over here, Cal. I know, but it's like we speak about Diaz and you're up front ready, and you speak about Konate and Szobo's line, you're back here.
Well, because everything you said, I've said. But the people saying he shouldn't be getting 200k a week. Jamie put it perfectly. We broke it down on Copy Show. Check this. These are the centre backs that we kind of collectively within the chat. Myself and Matt said that are sort of the better centre backs in world football. VVD, Rudiger, Gabriel, Bastoni, Saliba, Kim, Schlotterbeck, Marquinhos. All of them, apart from Schlotterbeck, are on 100k or more. Gabriel's on 100k. He's going to renegotiate. He's in the process of renegotiating his contract.
It's only on 100k, Gabriel.
Yeah, but he's negotiating his contract
for a minute now, and he's been asking for like 5 years.
VVD's on 220, Rudiger's on 234, Bastoni 185, I think it is. Saliba 190, Kim's on 200 plus, and Marquinhos on 300. If we're sitting there saying, forget about what you think about Konate, we all can sit here and say Konate is a top 10 centre back in the world. If you're a top 10 centre back in the world, 200k is very fair.
And that's where I agree.
But no one. I don't think there's many people questioning the 200k.
No, but a lot of people are because of how our fan base is.
Yeah, but if you question it, like I said, Cal, if you question it, then you got to buy a player just as good as Konate at the same age. It's going to cost you that money in a way.
I hear you, Jay, but I'm saying our fan base has been conditioned to 200k should be the pinnacle of what players make at our club.
I think it's what I reckon might happen. I don't know about you guys. I don't want people leaving for free anymore. It's just driving me mad. We're losing too much money.
And that's why I think we should go.
If Liverpool and Konate don't come to a deal this summer, they're going to have to sell him. They're going to have to sell him because, I think if you offered Ibu 180 grand a week, with incentives 2 years later, he gets his 200 grand through fitness and all that, because he hasn't played a lot of games for Liverpool because of his injuries, then I think he signs the deal personally. If you can't do it, You have to sell him because I'm sick of you losing prized assets for absolutely nothing. We're not that club. We need money. So
I think
we have to look at it properly. Grown up stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, Mons, really sorry. Before you go, can
I know
anyone?
what you're doing. I know exactly what you're doing. Talking about the
I don't think you do. Can you
talk
or
about how
anyone?
shit he's been? But we're gonna get to how shit he's been.
No, because I agree he's not been great. But can anyone name me 5 players in the Liverpool team who, since the turn of the year, have been very good or better than very good?
Endo's never put a foot wrong.
You know, he does not put a foot wrong.
That wasn't my question. Name me 5 players who've been very good, and our metric of very good is
apart from Virgil's last 2 games. I would say Virgil. Apart from his last 2 games,
Alisson is one. I think Alisson, when he's been fit, has been very good.
Thing with Alisson, it's not that easy, don't he?
He's a glass chin, yeah.
Oh my days. I actually think. Do you say just good or do you say very good?
Very good. So 7.
Ali, I'd say Ali and Virgil.
7.5 out of 10 or above. Since the turn of the year,
probably Mac, Ali, and Virgil, and that's it. Probably them 3.
And this is my point. So
I would say,
wait. So Cal, but you need to, Cal. This is what I need you to stop doing. We're talking about Konate. I
think Cal's getting round to it. I think Cal
was getting round to it, Jay.
So when I'm talking about Konate, yeah, I don't want to hear about other guys. I don't want to hear about what about VVD.
No,
I don't want to hear about.
You didn't let me land, bro.
Brother, I'm not sure I want to hear
you. The drone out the sky, bro.
Yes, that's the drone out the sky. Go on, Cal, land.
Right.
I don't know where this is.
So my point is, he's not been great. He's actually been very bad.
He's been rubbish. Don't say he's not been great.
No, he's been bad. No, you're right. He's been bad. He's been rubbish. But again, I have to ask the question: if there are so many players who we deem as being poor or rubbish since the turn of the year, is it them, or is there a fundamental issue with players having been found out, the system being found out, and slot stubbornness being a bit of an issue as it pertains since January? So again, not letting Konate off the hook because he's been bad. But why has Konate not been dropped for Kwanzaa if he's been so bad then?
Because the manager doesn't trust.
I agree with Cal. I agree with Cal.
He got hooked and Gravenberch looked like a better centre back than Konate did.
But my thing is, what did we laud Slot for at the beginning of the season? Ruthlessness. First game of the season, Kwanzaa was throwing up a stinker. The lap was bullying him, and he said, "Nah, I'm not having this." Konate is on at half time. Where is the same energy for Konate? Konate had a bad first half. Virgil had a bad first half. All these players had bad first halves, but none of them were hooked. And that's my issue. There are certain players in this team who are too comfortable, Konate being one of them. So until that discomfort comes in, and I really see what you're about, because right now Konate knows he's starting against West Ham. We all know Konate's starting against West Ham, but he threw up a stinker yesterday. He tried to do a Zidane 360 in the box and got picked for the ball in the box, boys. But he's starting against West Ham.
But man then told me he's not a bozo.
No, he does have these moments. He does have these moments.
This is my point again. You say he's got moments. Virgil's had moments, just as many moments as Konate this season. He just hasn't been punished for it. Yes, he has.
No. I'm not just talking about on the ball and off passes. I'm talking about rushing out of position, making stupid challenges. I'm not saying Virgil has never done any of those things, and he's alleviated because we're gonna get.
No one's perfect.
We're gonna get Everton.
We're gonna get to Virgil.
Everton. He just didn't get punished.
We're gonna get to Virgil, innit? We're gonna get to Virgil, but I don't want to defer from the point that Konate is branding himself as African averageness right now. That's what it is with him right now.
Do you know what I'm telling you, this season, Virgil's had just as many.
I don't want to talk about Virgil right now. We will talk about Virgil right after we talk about Konate. We are not using Virgil to defer.
I think
from the brain hemorrhage that I am seeing from my centre back, my right centre back. Genuinely, it is since he's come back against Tottenham, he has not been good. Has he had certain good moments for Liverpool since the Tottenham game in January? Yes, but since he came back in the middle of January, he's been arse. It's okay to say it. We're winning the league now. We can be honest.
I think Konate, when you look at him, I think Konate sometimes has. Look, I think Konate is a phenomenal centre back. I'm not going to pretend he isn't.
He is a good centre back.
I think he's a phenomenal centre back. I just think sometimes he has maybe a concentration issue at times, where he's just not concentrating like he should. Virgil this season's had a few of them as well, but I think that's what sets Virgil up higher in a lot of defenders.
He's not the most intelligent.
Yeah, he's just not got the IQ like a Virgil has, but he's still a phenomenal centre back. I wouldn't get rid of him at all.
Yeah, because again, because physically he's in that top 1 percentile. That's not the first time you said that today. You know what I'm saying?
I'm there as well, man. So
physically, P and imposing. We love a trier, guys. So again, like it's not that I don't rate Konate, bro. I don't rate Konate. As I said, I think he's a top defender. But out of all the top defenders, he's the one for me that has the most brain farts. He's the one for me that is the most liable to doing stupid shit. And as much as he's more physically imposing than some of these guys that are in this like top 10 centre back market that we're speaking about, he is costing us games. And it's not
just as many brain farts.
No, he hasn't. Not just as many, bro. Not just as many.
Konate's been better than Saliba this season, yeah.
Jamie watches pretty much every Arsenal game.
I watch every Arsenal game.
Bro, but I already said
50% of his aerial duels.
Saliba's not been, in my opinion, for the standard that we kind of all hold Saliba at, rival or Arsenal fan. So we all know Saliba's not been the Saliba that we know.
No, but that's my point. When you're saying he has the most brain farts out of all the
top. No, but it's not like, bro. It's not like Saliba to have brain farts. This is something that's like we're not used to seeing Saliba falter under pressure. Konate it's not a shock to see Konate.
It has happened this season. The thing is, though,
and that's not just this season. That's last season. Why am I not acting like this is the first time Konate's ever had brain fart? No,
Konate does it. He does it every season.
Konate was dropped for Kwanzaa last year. Why are we acting like the brain fart thing is new?
No, I think we all admit that.
I think between having brain farts.
Is it a likable thing? Is it a likable thing?
I think Konate does make bozo moment. I agree, but I still think because of the quality of defender he is, when you go into the market, the thing is, we're not like people lie. I don't know if people have noticed this, but people lie when they say they watch players all the time. So we're not watching Schlotterbeck play 38 games a season. There might be games that he has brain farts in. Do you know what I mean? And gives the ball away and stuff like that. But he's still a good defender. I think, unlike because I watch every Arsenal game. I do all the Arsenal watch-alongs here, me and Drifty. Saliba's had a load of bad moments this year, but that still doesn't mean he's not a very, very good centre-back. Do you know? So even Konate's had bad moments this year. He's still one of the top centre-backs around. And that's why I would give him the contract because, Schlotterbeck's he's on everyone's lips at the moment, Paul's. But as I say, not everyone watches him every week. He could have games where he has a brain fart and stuff like that. You know, but he's still a very good centre back. I just think we're lucky we're just blessed to have Virgil, man.
Why are people acting like I said he's a shit centre back? He's not a shit centre back. My point is that we're comparing him to Saliba this season. Like this season is the real Saliba. When Saliba's been better more than worse prior to this season. Konate, this is not the first time we've seen Konate fuck up like this on a consistent basis. Last season, he was dropped for a defender that we don't deem good enough to play for this football club anymore. Mm-hmm. In a more exposed back line last season than it was this season. So again, I'm not bullying or I'm not bullying someone. I'm not homing on Konate. We're talking about Konate right now, and I'm just being blatantly honest about it. Just like how when Cal said, "Okay, he's not been great." No, he's not been good at all. He's been crap. But we're sugarcoating it because it's a likable thing, and he's got a Crunchyroll. He's got a Crunchyroll membership. Do you know what I'm saying?
You've gone too far with it. I'm not sugarcoating.
I don't think I'm going too far with it because, as I said, it's not he's being compared to Saliba, where obviously I think he has been better than Saliba this season. Personally, up until now, fair enough. Saliba's been a little bit better because
he's better than Saliba. He's not just been better.
That's where we did, but I don't think he's better than Saliba. My point is that this season is people are surprised. People are surprised at what they've seen from Saliba this year. I am not surprised at what I'm seeing from Konate this year. I'm not surprised.
Hold on, you do realise before the injury, Konate was probably the first or second best centre back in Europe.
Yeah, I agree with that. But I'm not. But again, Cal,
so when you say I'm not surprised,
he's been fit for 3 months.
Yeah, Saliba's been fit the whole season.
We hasn't been fit for the whole season, but okay,
pretty much has been.
He's been injured. He had an injury this season. But my point is,
when did Saliba? He got suspended.
I think Konate's missed more games than Saliba. You know.
Yeah, no, Konate has missed more games. But my personal, what I'm trying to say is that this is not new. Konate, this 3 months of what we've seen from Konate is not new. We saw it last year. So I'm not saying he's a crap defender. I'm just saying Konate is capable of these runs of form. And if he doesn't eradicate it from his game, I will be there to speak about it, because it's not something that everyone else watches Konate like this. They watch his mistakes like this. I'm telling you right now, he's more than capable of having these runs of 3-4 months of shit for a defender that is classed as one of the best in the league. The best players in the league don't have these runs for as long as Konate has these runs. I just put the band-aid off, bro. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't sugarcoat Konate because he likes anime, bro.
I'm not totally disagreeing, Mons, but what I'm saying is he's still a fantastic footballer.
He's a great defender, but out of the great defenders, none of them have shit long periods like this as many times as he has, bro. Apart from
hold on, when did he join?
Talking about the very high end, though.
And yeah, I'm talking about the high end because that's
we're talking about very high end.
I hold Konate in a very high. Bro, obviously, it's gonna seem like I don't like Konate or don't rate him. I hold Konate in a very high bracket of defender, bro. I'm talking top 5, top 6 in the world. So when a top 5, top 6 defender in the world is having lapses like this that are lasting 2-3 months, you're gonna get the wrath from me, bro. That you're gonna hear the blatant honest truth from me to be held in that conversation, or I just remove him from the conversation. And I'm not as hard on a player that I think is very good, extremely good actually. Do you know what I'm saying? Man, are saying, see, look, the fact that people are saying he's only been bad for 3 games, crazy. But
that's okay because everyone sees things a little bit differently, don't they? So,
like, I'm not just blaming Konate. This is a conversation on Konate right now, and people don't want to have it. As I said, Matt watches Konate like how Drifty watches Darwin. Can do no wrong. That's probably why he's playing as shit as he's playing. Because as was Cal said, he knows he's starting next game. I'm here to call it out. I'm not going to leave it as I'm here to call it out.
All right, so
can't call him a top 5, top 4 defender in the world and have shit periods like this consistently. We've won the league now, so we can talk honestly. That's my opinion.
Or have we won the league yet?
Well, again,
I personally, I know we've been speaking about Liverpool and the players out of form and all that. I honestly believe the Premier League is just dog shit.
It is.
And I don't care if the Premier League's dog shit for 20 years if Liverpool win the league every year. I don't care. But if you literally, how many great games has there been in the Premier League this season? How many great games has been in the Premier League this season?
Not loads this season.
It's been dog. If you watch a lot of teams, Liverpool have got problems right now. Yeah, if you look at a lot of teams are starting to play the same way. I literally think, like, I know I always say about this tiredness thing, but I can change my mind, as I said. I look at the Premier League, everyone just looks fucked. Everyone just looks absolutely drained. And the performances are showing you that. This weekend was one of the worst weekends I've ever watched in top flight football in England.
Yeah.
The games are terrible because no one's got any energy.
I'll be honest.
No intensity.
That Manchester derby.
Nothing.
I think I would have rather Guna Lee, punch me in my head while I'm not looking.
I don't know about that one, Mom.
rather than watching that dross. I'd rather fight Guna Lee and Hooks.
The thing is as well,
then watch that Manchester United derby again.
The league is almost finished anyway, because if you look at the top of the table, Liverpool got 11-point gap. Arsenal are guaranteed Champions League. You could argue Forest almost have, and then there's one place left that 3 teams are fighting over. Southampton are already relegated. If you look at the points gap for Leicester and Ipswich behind Wolves, they're pretty much relegated as well. And we've got 7 or 8 games left of the season. So everyone's sort of on the beach mode at the moment, ain't they? Like, the performances are just terrible everywhere.
We're still on track, obviously, for just under 90 points. I think Lauren's...
No, we're on track for 94 points if we win the rest of our game. Yeah. So it's not bad by us.
We're not winning every game. We're not winning every game, by the way. But shout out,
we're beating West Ham. We're beating West Ham at home, though.
Shout out, Jacques says Graver's gotten away with too much shit. Brother's been good for 6 months out of almost 2 years at the club. But all we hear about is how crap Szobo is.
All right, so this is where I want to add context to that. Grav was really misprofiled and mistreated last season. This season, in my opinion, he was top 3 performer between the start of the season and December. And then, like most of the players in the team, since January, he's been off.
I think the best version of Gravenberch wins us the league, as per se. And the best version that we've seen of Szoboszlai doesn't do anything. So,
I think that's unfair.
Okay, well, the best version of Szoboszlai I've seen in about 4 games, 5 games this season, maybe about 8 games in the league in his career.
But we're not talking about longevity or consistency. We talk about the best version of themselves. We talk about the best version of themselves.
Fair enough. The best version of Szoboszlai can do something, but we've seen the best version of Szoboszlai for probably 8 Premier League games. So
I think Szoboszlai for Arne Slot is very key to what he does. And that's why he plays. Now it might not be. You always gotta get players in a squad where fans just don't rate, but managers always do.
Yeah, of course.
Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson has always played for whoever he's managed under.
Yeah,
he's always played for.
Personally, I actually rated Jordan Henderson.
I did as well.
I was one of the ones who understood what he was about. But my thing is that Jordan Henderson wasn't playing in the 10.
I get you, but I think we got to stop looking at positions of what we know him as. I think football's changed.
Yeah, but Szoboszlai, but the manager said he wants more end product he wants Szoboszlai to chip in with more goals and be more creative and make things happen.
The thing is, he has got more goals than anyone else in our midfield. So he is doing that part.
That's not like her, but the other 2 are playing in the pivot.
I think he's got more goals than Darwin.
And he defends just as much as they do.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. McAllister's got 4 goals and 3 assists, so he's got 7 GA. How much GA does Szoboszlai have? 8 GA? Yeah, 8. He's got 1 more GA than McAllister. And
but how many goals he got? Yeah. How many goals?
5. Szobo's got 5. McAllister's got...
No, in all comps.
I don't know. I'll just go by the Premier League. I think Szoboszlai probably got 8 goals or 9 goals. Probably even
so Szoboszlai's probably got more goals than our 2 starting strikers.
Yeah.
So Szoboszlai the issue is the striker's the issue. If we had an out-and-out striker who held the line, would that give Szoboszlai more chance to find the striker for a great?
No, it's not. That doesn't suddenly make him better at what he's not good at. Thinking in tight space. No, I don't think it does because it comes down to IQ, which he doesn't have in the final third. You're not just gonna spawn IQ out of nowhere.
I think he has the IQ because I've seen him do it. So he definitely has the IQ.
No, but I've seen Darwin Núñez do a madness. Doesn't mean he has the IQ to do it.
No, let's not do that. Stop.
But let's not. No, but I'm saying that Darwin Núñez has done things the way you go, raw. That was mad. But it was once in how many games or how many tries?
Yeah, we've also watched games and gone, Darwin Núñez did that. That's mad. No one else does that. So,
so that doesn't say exactly. That doesn't mean it's an ability that he has or something we associate him with.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not blaming Szoboszlai. Let me just comment in that chat. I'm not blaming Szoboszlai for his shortcomings for a striker option. I'm just asking a question. Would Szoboszlai look better under an out-and-out striker? Because Jota's not an out-and-out striker because he drops deep.
Because you have to create.
If you got a number 9, it's more of a false 9, and you got a number 10. They take up the same positions on the pitch.
No, of course, but Szoboszlai.
So that's what I'm asking. I'm just asking that question.
If the 9 does what the 9's supposed to do, Szoboszlai still has to create, and that's what he doesn't do. So
I've always held Szobo hasn't been good enough from a number 10 standpoint, but I also don't think the system provides an environment to get the best out of him either. I think that is being fair. Surely,
I'm not even gonna go into this. I hear what you're saying.
But then positions have changed in football. Like 15 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, the number 10 was the number 10. You
wouldn't see the number 10 tracking and tracking back to centre midfield. You wouldn't see that.
It's positions in football have changed so much now recently. Yeah, like people want goal scoring wingers instead of strikers now. That's why the striker market's dead. You know, it's the football's just changed and positions are changing. It's not really a structural positional game now, is it? Like it used to be, like 4-4-2 or 4-3-3, and you know you could blatantly see it on the pitch. Now they take up like 4 or 5 different formations and movements in a game. So I think positions have changed a little bit. Look, Szobo is our most advanced midfielder. I think we can all agree with that. But I don't know. There's things of Szobo's games I like, but
just drop him deeper so he doesn't have to think.
I think it's Szobo by the way, I think you play Szobo as a number 8 and you drop him deeper. I don't think we're all moaning about him.
Cal, how many times have I said that?
I don't think any of us are moaning about him because I think he'll do the job there.
Yeah,
he's a ball carrying midfielder.
Would Xavi or Wirtz be as bad as Szobo? No.
In this team, I don't think Wirtz gets the ball like he does it by Leverkusen.
Xavi, I don't think Xavi Simmons does much in this team either in the number 10 in this current setup.
I think Wirtz for Man City in the 10 would be perfect because of the way they play football. For us, because Man City haven't got goal scoring wingers, the 10 suits them better. I think for us,
for me, when Szoboszlai plays, it stinks up the front line as well. People just don't talk about that. It stinks up the front line. Even though he balances the midfield, he stinks out the front line, starves them of chances, poor decision making, doesn't make his mind up on time, can't shoot, can strike the ball but doesn't shoot. When he does, the shots get dragged. And for me, he should be in rotation with Gravenberch and McAllister in the pivot position, and that's it. Or we should play right back.
Xavi Simmons that people were on about, yeah? Szoboszlai played like Xavi Simmons for RB when he was there.
Bro, I've looked at Szoboszlai in his previous days, and for me, like I'm actually kind of seeing it. He wasn't actually too different, but he was deployed out wide. So
but he got deployed out wider.
Yeah, that's yeah. But as I said, let's just quickly. We need our VVD segment. Otherwise, people are gonna call me unfair. Oh, I'm gonna pick Konate, but you're not speaking about Van Dijk. So let's speak about Van Dijk.
What's there to talk about?
I think Virgil's just got concussion with Alisson. I think that's all it is.
On the real, what's there to talk about? Not
Virgil's had. To be fair,
every time I speak about Konate, everyone wants to talk about Van Dijk. So let's talk about Van Dijk.
Are you speaking about? He's
pleasing the public. I hear.
No, I don't want to speak about Van Dijk. Let's speak about Van Dijk.
No, I thought you were talking about the contract situation.
I think it's obviously signing. So that's okay.
Not the contract situation. The fact that he's been bullied for the last 2 games, the fact that he's been beaten up the last 2 games, the fact that his hair's not streaky and shiny. Pause. Do you know what I'm saying? He looks like there's a slight hair out of place. You know what I'm saying?
Stress, man. It's called stress, man. I think Virgil. I think what it is, the last 2 games, Virgil, a little bit of complacency is coming to Virgil's game.
2 bad games,
and that's fine to say. Against Everton, if that game against Everton at home, the way Everton played, because Everton never played for us in that game, they just long balled it every time, didn't they? 2 weeks before that, if that kept happening, Virgil just heads every ball away.
Yeah, he deals with that easy.
I have never seen Virgil let a ball bounce. It was Virgil. I don't know what his last 2 games. It looks like his head's not quite in the game, but because of Virgil's history, I'm quite fine that Virgil's just go get that rid and he'll be back to normal on the weekend.
Well, yeah, I mean, I just think the bottom line is Virgil van Dijk needs to be better, man. And we know he needs to be better. And I also think that for me, his complacency and his kind of laid back style doesn't help the situation. I think just before the end of the first half, he absolutely bodied Muniz off the pitch, and I was like, "Where's that been all half?"
Yeah.
Why now?
He might be fatigued as well. To be fair,
why are you losing your duels? Van Dijk losing duels, guys.
Yeah, that's when you notice something's not quite right.
How about this? Even the back-to-back loss of duels in games. we've seen Van Dijk have clangers. Not often.
Everyone does.
Every defender has a few clangers in it. I wasn't even mad at Van Dijk for the Muniz goal because for me, that bit of skill was that good. I said, you know what?
You just got to do that.
I'm sorry. When Dele Alli brought the ball out of the sky against Man United, flicked it over, man, and then slapped it over the net.
You just got to clap.
You think I'm sitting there blaming the centre back, brother? No. He beat the sonic rings out of Virgil van Dijk.
There's no way Virgil was thinking he would have that touch.
That was proper. That was proper centre forward play. Word to KJ. That piece of skill from Muniz was absolutely out of this world. Unbelievable. One of the best goals of the season. I don't care what. Yes, cool. You'd say, Kelleher should probably save it. Bro, it deserved the goal.
Can we talk about Kelleher?
I think it deserved the goal. I'm sorry.
Are we allowed to talk about Kelleher?
After we just let's give Van Dijk a little bit of moment because the people are going to control. They will complain. So yeah, I think Van Dijk's nonchalance doesn't help anyone. And when I say nonchalance, the nonchalant style doesn't help anyone. The relaxed style. It's great when we're winning. It's great when it's a Rolls Royce. But you know, when he's getting bullied,
he's just laid back, ain't he? He's just laid back.
Yeah, but when you're getting bullied and he's being laid back, it doesn't look as per se. It doesn't look great. So yeah, I just think Virgil does owe us a bit of a performance next game to just kind of go back to his normal self. And I just don't want attackers to kind of look at these last two games and go, this is how we rattle Van Dijk kind of thing. You know, I don't want people to look into this and think this is why we shouldn't offer him a contract. Because that's
just bullshit.
Same way people, like, I didn't even know that, but same way people were looking at Konate and going, oh, he shouldn't get his 200k. What are you talking about? Of course, Konate deserves his 200k. You know what I'm saying? There's saying Van Dijk maybe shouldn't get his contract or Konate shouldn't get his 200k is out of this is stupidness.
Yeah,
Andy Robertson.
Oh, this is the worst game I've seen Robbo play in weeks. To be fair, the worst game. Because to be fair to Robbo, he has actually been pretty solid the last few weeks.
He can't be a star anymore.
But yesterday,
he can't play for this club anymore.
Yesterday,
I ripped the Band-Aid off.
Yesterday, man, he has been shit against Fulham twice now this season. You know, he has conceded. We have not beaten Fulham this season, probably because of Robbo.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, there's been 370 people in the house and there's only 133 likes.
The problem is with getting rid of Robbo. I agree. I just don't think we're going to let two left backs leave in the summer.
No, we can't.
Yeah, Robbo's got a year left in his deal. We're just going to let him leave on a free, and we're going to let sell Tsimikas because he's got more value.
Yeah. I'd keep Tsimikas.
What?
Yeah, over Robbo.
Oh no.
You can't tell me any version of Tsimikas has been this bad as this version.
No, I can. Yes, I can.
Apart from yesterday's game, Mons, I will say Robbo's actually been pretty good.
He's all that's being played, bro. Like he's done, bro. He's done. He is done. It's giving Alberto Moreno vibes. I'm sorry.
I just don't think
he can't play for this team regularly anymore, bro. He can't.
He'll be second choice next season, but
he doesn't.
There's no market value in selling Robbo and not selling Tsimikas. The market value is letting go of Tsimikas.
He needs to be no choice next season. Sorry.
The problem is Slot don't play. Like Robbo will play against West Ham.
Yeah, exactly.
So if that's the case, Tsimikas is going to be sold.
Stuff like that pisses me off, bro. Tsimikas is better than Robertson, bro. I'll tell you that.
I don't think so.
They're both.
If Tsimikas was that good,
just regardless if they're both not good enough, one is better than the other. Tsimikas is
the fact of the matter is,
Robertson don't even beat the first man with his crossing anymore. What's he good
for? The two managers that we've had, Klopp and Slot, both prefer Robbo over Tsimikas. So there must be doing. The problem is we don't see training. Robbo must be a beast in training, man, and Tsimikas must be too laid back.
He must be.
Because Klopp, do you remember when Tsimikas used to play when Robbo was injured? And as soon as Robbo was fit, Robbo played again, didn't he? So and Slot's done the same. When Robbo was injured and when he came back, he was straight back in the team. So I agree with you, Mons. They're both not good enough. They both need to leave, and we need to get new left backs. But there must be something about Tsimikas behind the scenes that even managers don't rate.
No, I'm sorry. It would just be fitting for him and Trent to leave in the same time, innit? It just make more sense. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, but you make no money on Robbo, but you make money on Tsimikas.
Yeah, I hear it, but
and we need to make money.
Club ain't bracking it.
Yeah, but that's not the way we run, Monts. We know that, don't we? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. I didn't want to spend too much on Robertson because we kind of just know what it is with him. Passing across your box in big 2025.
And I'm with Scraps as well. It doesn't mean the managers are getting it right. I agree, Scraps. So the problem is we're not the managers. That's the thing.
I've been a Liverpool fan for over 50 years, and DVD can't lace Hanson's.
Completely disagree. But
Hanson is a different.
Hanson was quality, but to say can't lace his boots is insane.
Hanson and Van Dijk are probably two Liverpool's great centre backs.
I can't lie. That's before my time, innit? So. I mean, I know Cal was what you was watching ball them times, yeah.
No, but I've seen enough. I've seen enough, and this is what we. I hate to do this.
It's all right, Cal. Listen, Unc, it's all right, Unc.
No, all right, the nostalgia stuff. The nostalgia stuff really winds me up sometimes because I feel as though people look at yesteryear through rose-tinted glasses. Like you do realize football then was completely different to football now. Like things can evolve. And think like Hanson might not survive like he did back then in today's game. And that's not even me saying Hanson weren't the guy, but come on, man, what are we doing here? Like, are we really sitting there saying Virgil couldn't lace his boots? I'm not saying Virgil's better than Hanson, but say you can't lace his boots. It's insane.
Do you know the problem was back in then as well? Because I started watching Liverpool in 1989, so I just got the end of Hanson's career, yeah. But my dad used to tell me, like, Hanson, like, because you wouldn't see a lot of Liverpool games on telly, because remember the blackout for football, because the hooligans and stuff and all that, you had to go to games. And my dad used to tell me, you go to Anfield and watch Alan Hansen back then, it was unbelievable. He was one of the set, he could dribble, he could take players on, he was doing what we want defenders to do now when he brings it out from the back, gets the halfway line, starts to play into midfield. He was that kind of general at the back. So him and Virgil, I mean, my dad says it all the time to me. He thinks him and Virgil are the two best Liverpool centre-backs of all time. Hanson and Virgil. So my dad, I'm going to have to take my dad's word for it because he watched them both. So, you know, but Hanson he was quality, man. There was stuff he did was just apparently outrageous. Yeah. But, you know, I can't say. I only saw him at the end of his career. So, you know, I have to take people's word for it that I actually watched him.
Yeah, no, I hear it.
But Virgil for me is right up there. He walks into a Liverpool best 11.
Liam says, "Nah, Monts just don't rate half our team." You know, man.
No, Rod breaks all of our team. It's just players he thinks we can upgrade on. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes, not even to be upgraded on, bro. I just told the truth about our players, bro. I just told the truth. I'm not saying
not any team's perfect. Not every team's perfect.
It's not even that. Like, I don't think Konate is shit. The only players I think are
Darwin
shit.
can be upgraded.
I think Darwin's crap. I think Szoboszlai's heavily misprofiled, so he might as well be crap. And I think Robertson's washed. Everyone else, I'm kind of alright with. Like, Jota's washed us. Jota's, yeah. This season, Jota's pushed my patience to the end of the planet. And I think Diaz is very inconsistent. So the rest of our players, I don't really. Is it like just because I'm very passionate about the way I speak, that doesn't mean I don't rate half the team. I just don't rate half the team maybe how you guys rate our players, in the sense that I feel like I'm more honest about our players than a lot of our fan base who is I think it's more blind faith because they wear the badge. I can separate myself from that when I need to and be objective when we're in an echo chamber where it's just Liverpool and we're being honest about our players. I don't out our players like that really as much when it comes to like rival stuff. But here, when it's just us, man, I'll be honest, man. I've been calling Nunes shit for the longest. You man, there's a certain man in this chat that are only seeing it this season. You know what I'm saying? I've been calling Szoboszlai like crap for a minute now. For the last year, I've been calling Szoboszlai like crap. Man, are only seeing it now. I've been saying Konate's been having bozo moments. Man, are only seeing it now. You know,
like, fair, I've always said that.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Jamie. I'm not really like, you know, talking about you guys as per se, but I've been calling certain man saying they're this and they're that. And
yeah, look, you know you can still win things and win leagues and Champions Leagues.
Yeah, with players and still because everyone plays their part.
Yeah,
because everyone plays their part. As much as I don't rate Szoboszlai, he brings balance to the midfield.
Brings balance to the
I know that. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you get it? I understand that.
At the beginning of the season, they were the best balanced midfield for me. That three.
Yeah, that three was very balanced, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just more, as I said, like, I know. Listen, Carl's the nice guy. I'm the villain. So I just get it.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
I wouldn't even say I'm the nice guy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No, Carl, I hear it. Kind of ask the question, dots his eyes, cross your T's. I hear it. It's cool. Players want to take pictures of Carl and that. Cool.
Don't do that. It's a lie, bro.
Did we see yesterday why maybe Kelleher can't be number one for Liverpool? Yeah, I'm not questioning his goal. I think he's a tremendous goalkeeper. I'm not slagging him off from that point of view. I think he's been excellent for Liverpool. When I look at him sometimes, I don't think he has that presence like Alisson does in goal.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
You don't strike fear into attackers.
No, he's a tremendous goalkeeper. I think he'd be a number one anywhere in the country, to be fair. But I just feel like to be number one for Liverpool, there's just something in his game, that presence in goal. I just feel like he hasn't got that same presence as an Alisson Becker has to say.
Yeah.
Here's
the thing, Jay. I think in any other era at Liverpool, barring maybe Pepe Reina, he's a number one. The problem is Alisson is all worldly in it. So when you ask that question, I think
it's a bit harsh because it is Ali. I get it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if he can be Liverpool number one, but he just can't be Alisson. And Alisson is the best goalkeeper I've seen play for Liverpool in my lifetime.
There's just something, the Bozo moment thing we were talking about. I don't know. I think Kelleher's a tremendous goalkeeper.
I'm just going to go through my lifetime. First goalkeeper I can remember playing for Liverpool, David James. Kelleher better than David James, right?
Oh, yeah. Better than David James.
Then it was, who was it after David James? Brad Friedel for a little bit. For me, he's better than Brad Friedel. Brad Friedel had great longevity, but he's better than Brad Friedel.
I don't know.
Then after that was Sander Westerveld. I thought Westerveld was brilliant. I'm not going to lie. Mistreated by the club. But I think there's a conversation there.
Is this because you interviewed him on Coppish?
No. Well, no, I love Sander Westerveld.
He was a decent goalkeeper. Yeah, I'm not going to say not. Look, Kelleher. I don't think Kelleher was better than Reina.
That's what I'm saying. The only two goalkeepers.
Not better than Alisson. I look at him sometimes. I think he's a fantastic goalkeeper. There's just something, I don't know what it is.
Is he top three in Liverpool's 21st century?
I think he's the fifth best goalkeeper in the Premier League.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's just the Liverpool.
I think he's better than Sanchez at Chelsea. I think he's better than Onana at Man United.
Oh, easily.
I don't think there's many goalkeepers actually better than Kelleher in the league, but there's still something telling me he shouldn't be Liverpool's number one. I don't know if you guys get what I'm trying to say.
I know. It's hard. I'm just saying it's hard when you have Alisson as someone as good as Alisson.
Yeah, maybe it's because we've just been so lucky. We've got this unicorn of a goalkeeper who's just
Wait, how can you mention you mentioned Sanchez once and this guy just spawned, bro?
Lewis, would you have Kelleher as your goalkeeper? Quick question to Lewis.
Lewis should have anyone in goal.
Honestly, Lewis, if Kelleher was happy going to Chelsea, would you have him as your number one? That's a question for Lewis because I can't believe Chelsea have not looked at Kelleher.
I think they are, Joe.
My thing is, though, does a top team go for Liverpool's number two to make them their number one?
Possibly not.
That's my thing on it, PR reasons.
I'll be honest. I'm very intrigued to see how Mama does at Liverpool next season.
There you go. Oh, is he having a good season at Strasbourg?
Listen, so
why did you let him, Lewis? Why did you let him go?
I have no idea.
Yeah,
why did you let him go?
Petrovic was actually really good for them when I saw him play.
Yeah, he wasn't too bad at all. Shout out JD Activists, go Simeon Robbo are the Chuckle brothers at this point. Just to kind of round things off, the news obviously dropped today that Virgil has spoken positively about the contract situation.
First time he said it.
This is the first time he's actually come out and spoken about the contract situation. He says Liverpool are in internal discussions. I love this club. I love Liverpool. I love the fans. There is progress, yeah. And David Ornstein actually spoke. He said talks have been positive with Van Dijk. Same situation with Mo Salah. Liverpool have been confident throughout that they will retain his services. And like I said with Van Dijk, it's more in case of when rather than if. And you also liken that to Mo Salah as well.
I think Van Dijk stays.
Ornstein does not know what's going on at Liverpool.
I don't have to hit. The thing is, I don't need to do any Ornstein stuff because I heard it from Virgil. And it's the first time Virgil's actually said there's actually talks, and it's quite good.
Yeah.
I think as soon as they knew Trent was leaving,
well, it's not just Ornstein Cowles. It's all the big. It's
as soon as they knew Trent was apparently leaving, I think they're just going to give Trent's wages to Virgil.
So, that's what I think. I think that's the difference. That's probably the breakthrough. Trent's wages have gone to Mo and Virgil.
That's what they're going to do. They're just going to
hear me out as well. When I say this, is that Kyle's just angry at Ornstein because
that's what they did at Mane, by the way.
Because he bought his kids on the stream. And
no, shall I tell you what I'm angry at? I'm angry at Liverpool fans constantly hanging on to every word these journalists.
Kyle, have some now. Kyle, please have some self-awareness.
No, we speak about it, but we don't sit there and believe everything Ornstein says.
Some of your maddest moments have been Ornstein bombers. What are we talking about, Cal? When the Ornstein Kvaratskhelia bomb dropped,
why he's changed his mind.
But Cal's denying that.
No, I'm not denying that.
No, what's Cal's basically saying? Look, I got laid down a path by him.
That's what I'm saying.
And that path went to nowhere.
Yeah,
so him.
I'm not gonna tell you then to go down that path.
Yeah, exactly. I'm with you, Cal. Don't worry. Listening to Virgil himself is different for me.
I'll be real with you. Until Virgil signs that contract, I'm sticking where I am right now. He's not signing. He's not staying at Liverpool. Until I see Salah sign that contract, he's not staying at Liverpool.
That's fair enough.
Whole season we've been hearing they're close to signing a new contract. There's been a breakthrough. Progress has been made. From August to April, I've been hearing the same story, just regurgitated with different buzzwords. Until they sign, I don't care.
The only difference in this one is that Virgil, for the first time, has actually said they're having conversations, which he's not.
Yeah, it's come from the horse's mouth.
So him saying that
about conversations in the he said
he said they've never spoke about a contract. This is the first time that he's actually spoke about it. So I'm still going on it. As soon as they knew Trent was leaving, they went, right, this is simple. Because they did it with Mane. The reason Salah got his new deal is because Mane left. And they gave Mane's contract as Mo. They just dumped that on top. And I think this is what they're going to do. Trent's going to go to Madrid. And they're going to use Trent's 200k a week. And then just go bump it on top of 100 here for Virgil, 100 here for Mo. That's what they're going to do.
I mean...
But Trent's the rat.
Does anyone think that it is more likely now that that Mo and Virg stay? Because obviously, I know Cal, you was on the you kind of felt like that at this point that all three were leaving.
I still feel like that. I don't see them offering big money to a 32 and 33-year-old.
I think Virg stays. But I don't know about the other two, but I think Virgil stays. I think Liverpool have always seen Virgil as the most important signing. I've always thought that Virgil's their most important signing. But do you know the weird thing about Trent? Yeah. Why have I got this feeling that Trent's going to stay at the football club?
If he does, there's a lot of apologies.
Why do I have this feeling?
Yeah, Carol, including all of us. All of us have to apologize. But
I will apologize.
To Trent.
I'll happily apologize. Oh, Carol, you're not free from that. Yeah.
Why am I not free to apologize?
The Trent thing is weird.
Because you blame the club. You don't blame Trent.
Hold on, Jay. I've never.
You've never blamed Trent. You blamed the club.
I've never blamed Trent for this.
But the Trent thing is weird. Like Lauren's saying, like all that stuff that came out about Trent leaving was through the side of Spain and his agents.
And it's gone quiet again.
It's gone very quiet. And if Trent was leaving, I think Trent would do something like KDB's just done, writing a letter saying to the club saying and to the fans why I'm leaving, this is why and all that. I think Trent would have done the same thing. I don't know. I find it a bit crazy at the moment. The Spain side of it Ethan's gone very quiet. So, if could you imagine after all this shit, we just sign all three up? That'd be mad.
If we do that, though, it's going to be a very quiet summer. So either way, it's going to be a madness. Either way,
it's going to be a weird one. It's like someone said to me the other day, "Do you reckon they'll do what is it? Schweinsteiger did that time at Bayern."
Yeah.
When he said he signed a new contract on the last day of the season, and I'm like, it's like it's getting to that. It's like it's getting to that. It's interesting because I want all three to stay. I don't want to lose three world-class footballers. Why would you want to lose three world-class footballers? Madness. Exactly. And if Trent stays and tells Real Madrid no and signs for Liverpool, it's a massive boost of confidence to our football club. And it also helps you buy players in the future because they're like, whoa, Trent and Virgil almost stayed and said no to them. Yeah. Right, okay, nice. Where do I sign? You know, I mean, it helps the football club as well, don't it? So, I don't know. At this moment in time, I just don't know. I really don't. But with Virgil saying there's been talks and the progressive, it gives me a bit of hope on the side of Virgil, to be fair. But I'm not listening to reports.
Yeah, listen, I still have that 1% thing that Trent and Cal, when we was in Manchester, remember what I said? These are I put it
turn
in
the
there.
light off.
Pause.
That's crazy. Yeah, Jamie, that's a blue card. That's a blue card for that, brother. Gonna have to blue card you for that, brother. You know what I'm saying? Big, like, apparently now this is Big Six Black. It's black.
Pause again.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I'm done.
That's crazy. That's even worse.
Monsters just went good night and just went.
Nah, like I just look at how Liverpool have traditionally done contracts, and I don't see how Virgil's how to stay. I want them to, but I just don't see how it happens.
No, I hear you. It's a mad one, isn't it? I actually give stock. You know what?
200,
I know.
300.
Yeah.
Like I don't see that happening.
If they do, I'm like shit. But the thing is, I know Slot hasn't got a lot of praise the last couple of weeks. And I understand why. I will give him praise that he's dealt with this situation though for the whole season.
Yeah, precisely.
Because he bangs, you don't hear it constantly in press conference either. Because he just answers it and he move on.
But by the way, guys,
I give him credit for it.
Just for contextual.
Lexton.
Let's say Liverpool broke the bank here and offered Trent something dumb like 500 bags, and he turned around and said, "I'm staying at Liverpool." And obviously, we find out that was the reason why Liverpool. Let's just say Liverpool threw the cold kitchen sink at him, and he accepted. Would you accept Trent? Like, would you accept Trent for the fact that it was for the money when his head was actually in Madrid? How would you not feel about that?
Do you know what?
It's a lose-lose situation, whatever he does.
Do you know what? Because I said it, the way I spoke about it, Trent, is that I don't blame if players want to leave our football club. I'm all for it. Like, if you want to leave, you want to leave. Okay? I've just said there's ways of leaving. Right, and at the moment, it looks like Trent's leaving through the back door instead of the front. But if the club offer him like just massive bag, I can't hate him for it because it's a short career. You got to make your money, ain't you? I can't. But then there's going to be Liverpool fans, I suppose, who think like you should do it for the love of the club, not the money. But then Virgil and Salah, they want the bag, but they love the club. So we can't. I suppose looking at it, we can't be backing Virgil and Mo, and then hating on Trent because it sort of don't make sense. But I understand why Liverpool fans are upset with you. Like with Tom, we all know Tom. I understand Tom's anger towards Trent just from that Scouse point of view. I think Sean's in our chats all the time. He's a Scouser and he talks about it as well. Now, from a Scouse point of view, I understand where they're coming from. I really do. But we got to probably have the same. I think because Salah and Mo are not, Virgil and Mo are not Scouse. I think they're getting away with it maybe a little bit. I'm not sure.
It's because they came out publicly and both said they wanted to stay. Trent's been consistent from the beginning. He said, "I'm not going to do this publicly." You said it.
The only problem is
he's not going to do the worst kept secret in the world public.
No, but here's it. All right. Let's switch
Great,
it.
Trent.
If Trent left,
let's just say what that he publicly was saying. He's looking at going to Madrid. It would be
worse.
If
Trent left in the summer, we got 80 million for him. You think the Liverpool fans would have been all right with it?
I would have been all right with it.
From a personal standpoint, for me, yeah, but I can't speak for the rest of the fan base. I still think it would have been a fan base. Fan base would have said he's out of order. I think it would have aged. I think it would have aged. I personally think it would have aged better, but it still would have been quite bad in terms of the immediate response that he's leaving the club.
It would have been a terrible situation because we would have just lost Klopp. And the first thing that would have gone is, yeah, we've got the money, but, you know, we had to do this and do that with the money. And he didn't even give Slot a chance. And how can you walk out on the club when Klopp just leaves?
If he goes in January, cussed out for leaving. No one's. Stephen still would have been cussed out for leaving.
This is what I'm saying.
I just think it would have aged a bit better, innit?
If he come out and said he wanted to go to Real Madrid, which is what the fan base is saying, what would have happened? Would the fan base have gone, thanks for telling us? They would have crashed out on him still.
I just still think it's double jeopardy, innit? I just think it would have been, if we get something, at least there's some form of silver lining. Having no silver lining at all is still mad shit, innit? But yeah, no.
Silver lining is the Premier League trophy we're gonna lift, bro. Trent's been pretty.
That's not the silver lining. We're not going to do that. That's not the silver lining. We're not going to do it. We're talking Trent leaving Liverpool Football Club in isolation.
And I'm saying, if Trent wasn't at Liverpool this season, would we have won the Premier League?
No, of course not.
All right then.
I don't think the narrative on Trent is always full. I do think it's his brother and his agent, because his brother and agent's the ones obviously putting it out there more than Trent is himself.
Yeah, but Trent
and the club.
Listen, Trent's my guy. Trent's my guy, and you man know I'm part of the TDO in it. You man know I'm the mayor of the TDO. I
Tiny
run.
Dick League.
Wow.
Nah. You got you there once. I can't.
Fire for that one. The Trent Defense League, innit? The Trent Defense League, man. I'm part of the. I run the Trent Defense League. Cal would know. But
trust me.
You know, I feel like I've lost my bro.
I agree with Lauren. It probably all Madrid.
Sorry, a couple people saying Grealish and who is it? Let me see. Grealish and Elise, Omo. Shout out to Omo saying Grealish and Elise got fees. Grealish and Elise got fees because the club gave them release clauses. Liverpool Football Club does not.
We don't like release clauses.
No, but Jack's thing. Jack was a part of that. I'm not saying it's Trent's responsibility to be part of that, but Jack's team and Jack were a part of getting the club money.
I don't personally like release clauses.
That's what I'm saying. They said
it means the player's not committed to you if you got a release clause, and
the players always got power over the situation.
Yeah.
We don't have power over the situation, but because FSG were lapsadaisical anyway. So
exactly, they gave him.
I want to know who signed all three of these players leave.
Trent has a large part to play in this that people will never accept. FSG are the main people to blame.
Mons, who's the bright spark who decided to have Trent, Salah, and Virgil's contract all finished on the same day, the same year? I mean, that should never have happened, should it? It should be more sporadic.
And obviously, people were saying we should have offered Trent a contract in 2023. When he was fucking dog shit? When he was dog shit for the whole year, getting ragdolled the whole season.
The moment he got given vice captain and Virgil got given captaincy, their contract should have been renewed. So no break.
Yeah. Because if you're doing that,
or even just extended.
Well, that's what Cal means.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah. But listen, I just wanted to get everyone's kind of thoughts on it. That was essentially the good. That was essentially the good news. As I said, it's been the positive Salah and Virgil talks. Obviously, it does seem like Trent's wages have kind of just been probably thrown onto theirs.
Do you know what I've always said, Monster? Do you know what I've always said? Cal, remember this. I've kept to this all the time. I wouldn't be shocked if they sign new contracts after the coming tax year, which is in 2 weeks' time.
Tax year.
I believe when I see it.
Man. I've always said that. I've said that this whole season.
That what?
And if they sign contracts in the next week or so after the new tax year, then
because April, isn't it? Because
it goes on to the following year's things when you got more Champions League revenue the second year.
Unless they're going Saudi and it's just you're just blessed. But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. Listen, guys, that was the contract section. listen, guys, I think it's been a great episode.
Good,
As usual.
I've not said anything wild.
Make sure you guys subscribe to
Jamie
Phillips.
What was wild?
The TDO, bro.
Oh, was that wild or fat?
And switch off the light in Manchester.
Yeah, again, bro. Like Big Six blacked. Come on, man.
That was you, man.
Yeah, but it was off the back of what Jamie said.
Well, you can't ride me.
Pause.
Listen. Yeah, another blue card. That's another blue card.
Crazy.
That's another blue card sin bin. That's a sin bin, man. Man after red card.
Insanity.
Man after red card them. You know what I'm saying? There's no VAR. Just no. We're not going to the monitor with that one.
Insanity.
Yeah. So listen, guys. Subscribe to JB Phillips Football Chat. Subscribe to Fam Zone TV. Go follow Kojo. Make sure you subscribe to Kopish as well. Let Matt know the truth about Konate. Hashtag the Konate truth. And yeah, man, listen, it was a shit way to lose against Fulham. We got the Sonic rings beaten out of us.
Once you think we bounce back?
Yeah, I think Fulham and Leicester are back-to-back wins. I dare these man to go and Leicester or West Ham.
I think we win all our home games. I think we win all our home games.
These lot, bro. I dare.
We only got to win our home games. We're champions anyway. So
yeah. I'm just saying. I dare these lot to.
Do you think we change it up?
No.
Do you think Slot changed it up a bit, freshens it up?
No, I don't think he does.
Do you think the only freshen up is Conor Bradley?
I think he'll change it up once it's mathematically confirmed we win the league. Maybe then.
I think we win our next 3 games.
I hope so.
I mean, if you look at the Fulham game back, we lost because of 3 individual errors. Then 3 individual errors. If Robbo just actually kicks it down the line instead of crossing the ball in his own box, they don't score.
And if the ball doesn't come off of Jones's kneecap,
don't score.
And if you actually look at, as I said, go look at Virgil in that singer, the way he misses the ball and flies on.
Yeah, they just missed the flight of the ball.
Cal can never. Man, them can never. To be about the Konate thing of recent, bro. And them just can't, bro. It's dark, bro. It's real dark in it. But listen, guys, we're gonna redirect to Aaron, Arsenal fan. If it lets me, I don't think it's. Hold on, I'm trying to. Well, let me redirect to Aaron. Do you need a certain amount of subscribers to?
No, if he's not got, if he might have redirects blocked though, or for certain people.
Hold on.
If he hasn't got his redirects up, he might not. You might not be one of the names on there.
No. You know there is. Yeah, no, it's working now. Don't worry.
You're looking at someone else.
I typed in Aaron with 1 A anyway. I typed it.
Oh, come on, double A, man, double A.
Come on, Montel.
Capital A, small A, Aaron.
Bloody hell.
What are we doing?
I little lads, it's late, man. You lot.
When you're a teacher.
Yeah.
Fucking behavior.
I hope one of the previous students are watching now. Shout out Mr. M Hussein. Shout out Tron for the bulky super chats. Big up Tron, man. Always showing the love. You know what I'm saying? Big up Lawazi, Jacquees, as well. JD Activist with his 2 super chats as well, man. Big up everyone else in the chat as well. Shout out Lauren every day, bringing the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I'm shouting with the Lauren as well. Big up Lauren every single day. Bring up Eli. You know what I'm saying? Big up Omo. JJ's in the house, coming a little bit late as well. Big up Promo, Renford, Eli, Mickey M as well. Liverpool 67, Salah 44, LFC, Jay, Chills, and so many more. Big up T-Way as well. You lot, we'll see you tomorrow. Big up Douse as well. Yo, Monts, obviously. Big up your damn self. And big up Karam as well. You never walk alone, people. It's been another episode of the Liverpool Therapy Show. We'll be back tomorrow at just after NAF at 1:30. And of course, we are going to have the Arsenal versus Real Madrid watch along with Casey, Keys, me, and Ethan, Corey Blood. Yeah? So, you lot, can't wait. And we'll see you lot in the next one, man. Bless up, like and subscribe.
Nunes.